You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Back here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field here on this Thursday night, the Stompers and the Stockade. Patel and Herrick here tonight on what's a warm night at Palooza Park, with the Stompers coming in 8 games ahead of San Rafael for first place. And Salina getting their 10th win last night. A big win, 16-8. They're 10-40 coming into the ballgame. The Stompers' magic number, 7, with tonight being game number 50. 7 wins in the next 15 games, and the Stompers have first place wrapped up. They come in 9-2 overall against the Salina Stockade on the season. And Vijay Patel in his 10th start with a 6-1 record and ERA just above 4. Here's the lineup he'll face, put out by Stockade player manager Chuck Rocker. Cody Bishop will lead things off in left field. Johnny Knight will hit second and right. Cosimo Canella will play first and bat third with Zane Gelfman in the cleanup spot over at third base. Omar Artson will bat fifth at short. Chuck Rocker's in center field, the player manager hitting sixth. Taylor Zutenhorst, the DH, will bat seventh. Nick Krause will hit eighth and do the catching, and Aaron Sheeks rounds out the lineup at second base against right-hander Vijay Patel, the 6'2", 190-pound right-hander. In his second season with the Stompers, a 6-1 record, and from Patel you'll see the fastball, the cutter slider variety, and then the changeup. He'll face Bishop, Knight, Canella, Gelfman, Artson, Rocker, Zutenhorst, Krause, and Sheeks. And 50 1/3 for Patel this year. He's allowed 30 runs, 23 earned on just 36 hits. He's struck out 58 and walked 31. Only one start for Patel against the Stockade. That was on the 27th of July. He got the win in 7 innings, allowed just 2 earned runs on 4 hits while he struck out 5. We're about ready to get underway here tonight. Patel coming off of a win in San Rafael on the 2nd of August, a game in which he went 6 2/3 and struck out 11 in that ball game, 1 short of his career high. Cody Bishop, the left-handed batter, will stand in against the right-handed Vijay Patel here on this calm night. The sun is out and the shadows are creeping over the pitcher's mound here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Vijay Patel works out of the stretch position with Bishop standing in, and the right-hander's first pitch to Bishop is on the inside corner, a fastball for strike one at 6:09. 72 degrees here at first pitch here tonight. The wind blowing to straightaway center field. Patel, the right-hander, who has gotten rid of the windup here this year, and Bishop hits it in the air right center field. That's hit pretty well. Going over DeAngelis toward the gap, and that's off the wall. Bishop headed to second. DeAngelis' throw is going to be late, and Cody Bishop leads off the game with a double off the wall in right center. Bishop thought he had possibly his 9th home run of the season, rounding first, and then picked up the speed on his way to second base, a leadoff double for Bishop, and here comes Johnny Knight. Defensively for the Stompers, Jacob Barfield is in left field here tonight, and for Barfield, only his 8th start in left field. Rob DeAngelis is in center for the 5th time, and Miles Williams is over in right. Kwitzer and Romero on the left side, Gana and Gillespie on the right side of the infield, and Daniel Molinari does the catching. And for Molinari this year, his 14th start behind the plate. Bronson Butcher, a couple of days off in a row after the off day yesterday. So here's Johnny Knight, the right-handed hitter. Patel's first pitch, a fastball misses down low. Stompers coming off of the loss 2 nights ago in Vallejo. 9-7 was the final in that ball game. And Salina coming off the victory last night, snapping a 19-game losing streak. So they get their 10th win of the season. As Patel's 1-0 pitch to Johnny Knight is fouled straight back and out of play. Johnny Knight hitting at .318. He does have a home run and 2 runs batted in. And an early chance for Salina to get on the board here in the top of the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike on Knight. Bishop stands out at second base. Best arm in the outfield belongs to Miles Williams in right. Right side of the infield pulled over for Knight to pull the ball on the left side. Patel's set. He looks out towards second base. And now Johnny Knight calls time. It's granted by Gary Reichelmeyer. Reichelmeyer calls balls and strikes. Ron Barnes is in the field tonight. Your Pacific Association umpiring crew here on this Thursday night as we begin a 3-game homestand tonight. Tomorrow night, the Napa Silverados are in town, and then the Stockade are back here on Saturday. All those games starting at 6:05. Here's the 1-1, and Patel hits the outside corner with a fastball for strike 2. So an early jam for Patel to pitch out of here in the first inning after Bishop doubled the right center to lead off the game. Got it pulled up the middle. Gillespie deep and off the line at first. 1-2 strikes the count on Knight. Here comes the pitch from Patel, and the slider is taken outside, 2-2. It's a cutter-slider mix from Vijay Patel. Depends on with which velocity he throws it. He can take a little off, get a little bit of more lateral movement on the slider, or throw it a little harder. It has that cutting action. And that's the one that he threw there, just missing off the outside corner to Johnny Knight. 2-2 strikes the count with a man at second, nobody out. Here's the pitch, and that's a slider swung on and missed. Patel gets his first strikeout. First out of the ball game. Johnny Knight's down on strikes. Last time Patel started, it was in San Rafael on the 2nd of August. And he struck out 11 in 6 2/3. Now, he struck out 12 earlier this year against the Vallejo Admirals. That tied a franchise record, a dozen strikeouts, as Cosimo Canella stands in. Patel looks out towards second, his first pitch to Canella, and that gets by Daniel Molinari. Over to third base goes Cody Bishop. That'll be a pass ball on Molinari. And now the first run of the ball game just 90 feet away. A fastball in the outer half. It just hit right off the edge of the webbing of Molinari's catcher's glove. The count is 1-0 on Cosimo Canella, right-handed hitter at .227. 7 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Patel's going to step off the back of the rubber, and Molinari will go through the signs one more time. Looking right at Bishop at third. Patel home on 1-0, and Canella taps it softly on the ground left side. Quitzer will look home and throw to first for the second out. Canella drives in a run on the ground out, and Salina takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. 26th RBI of the season for Cosimo Canella, and it's 1-0 Stockade. Wasn't hit sharply on the ground to third. Quitzer played it on 3 hops, moving to his left. Here's Zane Gelfman, the cleanup man, at .253. Righty in the box against Patel, who continues to work from the stretch with nobody on. And Gelfman hits it high and deep to left. Barfield will look up, and it's 2-0 Stockade on Zane Gelfman's 14th home run of the season. An early lead for Salina. Gelfman's 14th. He's driven in 32. And against Vijay Patel this year, just the 6th home run he's given up in over 50 innings. First pitch Gelfman sees, he takes Patel over the bleachers and left. So here's a shortstop, Omar Artson. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Patel with nobody on and 2 out. And his first pitch to Artson is lined back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Swinging early and often against Patel here tonight. Second batter in a row, first pitch swinging. A 2-out single up the middle for Omar Artson. And here is Chuck Rocker. Salina coming off a win last night. 16 runs scored for Salina in that game as they beat Napa 16-8. Chuck Rocker is at the plate. .247 average, 2 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Artson leads from first. Patel spins and fires that way, and Artson is back with a head-first dive. Rocker at .247. Arnson leads from first. Patel's first pitch, runner goes. They take it inside for a called strike. The throw on to second is going to be late. Arnson has a stolen base. The pitch was on the inside corner for a strike to Chuck Rocker. The count is 0-1, and once again, Salina with a man in scoring position. Base hit could score yet another for Salina, who already lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. Stompers playing from behind here tonight. There's the 0-1 from Patel. That cutter misses outside 1-1. Last time these two teams played, the Stompers set a franchise record 21 runs. Sunday afternoon, a 21-8 final. Patel looks to second. Now he'll throw to second. Gata is there, and they have picked off Arnson to end the inning. Patel and Gata on the same page. They pick Arnson off at second base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Stompers coming up, trailing 2-0 right here on Sonoma TV and on the Sonoma Stompers radio network.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Ben Herrick on the mound for Salina here tonight, the left-hander from Mill Valley, California. And here's the lineup he'll face as announced by manager Zach Pace and presented by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Gatto will lead off at second base. Jacob Barfield will bat second in left field. Chris Quitzer will bat third and play third with Brent Gillespie in the cleanup spot over at first base. Miles Williams will bat
Stompers Baseball is
sixth in center field. Nick Kern is the DH. He'll hit seventh with Daniel Molinari hitting eighth and doing the catching. And Rayson Romero rounds out the lineup at shortstop here tonight against Ben Herrick, making his eighth start. He's 1-4 with a 7.46 ERA. 41 innings for Herrick. He's allowed 41 runs, 34 earned, 58 hits against him in those 41 innings. He struck out 32 and walked 10. So he's around the strike zone. Herrick, the left-hander at 6 foot, 185 pounds from Mill Valley, the local guy. Played JUCO at College of Marin and then played at Sonoma State. He's been in the league before with San Rafael in 2017 before playing for two separate teams in the Pecos League in 2018. He's made one start against the Stompers. He lost that start, allowed 6 runs, 4 earned in 5 2/3 innings. So he'll face Nick Gatto, the man that leads the league in on-base percentage at .548. Walked for the 63rd time the other night, and he's chasing manager Zach Pace's single-season walk record. 84 is the record. Nick Gatto stands in, the left-handed batter against Herrick on the mound, the lefty. Working from the third base side of the rubber, his first pitch to Nick Gatta is a fastball taken high. 1 ball and no strikes to count. The Stompers red hot in the month of August. Batting at .321 as a team in the month alone throughout the first week. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Gatta takes high again, ball 2. The average up at .321, the on-base at .560 as a team in the first 7 days of the month. Gatta stands in, awaits the 2-0 pitch from Herrick, and here it comes. And Gatta fouls it back. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. Gatta, Barfield, Quitzer here in the bottom of the first inning, trailing 2-0. RBI ground out for Canella, and the Zane Gelfman solo home run to put Salina up 2-0 early on here tonight. The 2-1 pitch, and Gatta takes a called strike on the inside corner, and that evens the count at 2-2. Second leading hitter in the league, Nick Gatta at .363. Herrick kicks and deals on 2-2. Gatta takes a breaking ball high, and the count is full. Jacob Barfield on deck. Ben Herrick works out of the windup. Here's his payoff pitch to Gatta, and he hits it softly on the ground over the mound right side at second base. Sheeks fields the throw to first in time. Nick Gatta grounds to second to open the ball game. And that brings up the Stomper left fielder, Jacob Barfield. Barfield, 257, 13 home runs, 28 runs batted in. He got the night off on Tuesday night in Vallejo. Remember when we were here on Monday night, he injured himself swinging at the plate, twisting what looked like a knee potentially. So we got the night off on Tuesday, and then the scheduled off day for the Stompers yesterday. So 48-plus hours off for Jacob Barfield, and he's back in the lineup here tonight. Butcher, Barrios, and Hibbert all get the night off. And Ben Herrick starts the motion, comes home. First pitch to Jacob Barfield. He takes a big swing and fouls it straight back to the screen. No balls in a strike on Jacob Barfield. It's Bishop, Rocker, Knight, outfield left to right for Salina. Gelfman and Artson on the left side, Sheeks and Canella on the right side. Nick Krause is behind the plate for Ben Herrick here tonight. Left-hander takes a deep breath and deals on 0-1. Jacob Barfield takes outside 1-1. Barfield, the right-handed hitter, here the 1-1 pitch to him, and that's hit deep to left center field. Bishop at the track. He leaps. It is gone. Jacob Barfield's 14th home run of the season. The Stompers are on the board. It's 2-1. Barfield gets the Stompers on the board in the bottom of the first inning against Ben Herrick. Just a one-run game. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. The Stomper offense, even coming off the loss, continues to roll. #16th home run for the Stompers in the last 6 games. As Chris Quitzer stands in, he takes strike 1 from Ben Herrick. Left-hander hitting at .306. 15 home runs in the last 5 games coming into this one here tonight. The 0-1 pitch to Chris Quitzer. He squares around, bunts at it, and fouls it straight back. Remember, in that 21-8 game on Sunday afternoon, the Stompers hit 6 home runs. 9 total in that game, Salina adding 3 of their own. Most home runs we've seen in a ball game this year. 0-2 the count on Chris Quitzer. They're shifted on the left side of the infield. Artson is up the middle, and Gelfman is well off the line. The 0-2 pitch is shot foul up the third baseline, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. They've already been underway for over an hour in Napa, and the Admirals lead the Silverados 8-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Vallejo, who has caught fire as of late, beat the Stompers the other night, putting an end to the 5-game win streak. There's the 0-2 pitch to Chris Quitzer, and he's down on strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Ben Herrick. He went with a fastball lettered high to Quitzer. He swung through it. And there are 2 out for Brent Gillespie. Admirals winners of 2 in a row in 8 of their last 10. 2 games over 500 at 26-24, and they're just 3.5 games back of San Rafael for second place, and San Rafael who has the night off tonight. So Vallejo trying to pick up a game, and the Stompers trying to pick up a game in the standings tonight. Gillespie stands in. The first pitch from Ben Herrick is punched in the air over toward third. Zane Gelfman comes on. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. The Stompers get a run on Jacob Barfield's 14th home run of the season. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Rocker, Zutenhorst, and Kraus due up for Salina when we come back.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Two-one Stompers trail as we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Chuck Rocker, who was at the plate when Artson was picked off at second base to end the first, will lead off this inning against Vijay Patel. A couple of home runs in the game already. The Zane Gelfman solo home run, his 14th, and Jacob Barfield solo home run, his 14th of the season. So Rocker back in the box with the .247 average against Vijay Patel, who's trying to settle down here in the 2nd inning after allowing the 2 runs. Working from the stretch with nobody on and nobody out to open the inning. The first pitch to Chuck Rocker, a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Got ahead of Rocker in the 1st inning with strike 1. He does it again here. The 0-1 pitch, that cut fastball misses high, 1-1. Stompers winners of 8 of their last 10. 25-6 here at home this year. Patel shanks Molinari. Now he sets the target. Right-hander deals on 1-1, and Patel takes outside ball 2. 9-2 against the Stockade. Trying to pick up a half a game here tonight. Largest lead of this season in the standings for the Stompers, 8.5 games. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Rocker fouls it out of play, and the count evens at 2-2. Trying to get back to that 8.5 game mark here tonight. San Rafael having the night off. Trying to get that magic number down. It sits at 7. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rocker, who digs back in the right-handed batter's box. Patel set. The 2-2 delivery. Rocker fights off a high fastball and fouls it out of play off to the right. Rocker, Zutenhorst, Kraus, 6, 7, 8. Three hits against Patel in that top of the first inning. His 2-2 pitch again to Chuck Rocker. Outside, and the count is full. Molinari set up on the inside corner. Patel missing outside. It may have caught a piece of the plate, but with how badly he missed the spot, it results in a 3-2 count to Chuck Rocker. The payoff pitch on its way, and that swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Vijay Patel. One out here in the second. One away, and here's the designated hitter, Taylor Zutenhorst, batting at 244. 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in for Zutenhorst, who started the season in San Rafael. He's been with Salina for the better part of the last month or so. A lefty at the plate. First pitch to him from Vijay Patel. That's very high. Fastball from Patel had a little two-seam movement on it, as it ran up and away from Zutenhorst for ball 1. 2-1 our score. Stompers trail in the top of the second inning. Field shaded the 1-0 pitch right on the outside corner. Strike 1 to Zutenhorst. It was, well, it's still sunny. It was sunny when we started, and now the sun has found a cloud, so overcast on the field with the shadows have now disappeared as the 1-1 pitch is fouled straight back. So now no shadows for the hitters to deal with. We had a similar ball game the other night here on Monday night. It was overcast and humid. Not so humid tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Zutenhorst with nobody on and 1 out. Left-handed hitter, a wide open stance. As Patel stares in, now comes set. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Zutenhorst, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Patel here in the second. Third strikeout overall for VJ, and now here comes the catcher, Nick Kraus. Kraus at 291. Been the best hitter for the Stockade since becoming a member of the Stockade after he started the season with the Vallejo Admirals. Right-handed hitter. Patel, after 2 quick strikeouts, his first pitch to Nick Kraus, a cutter a little bit high. 1-0 the count on Kraus with 3 home runs and 11 driven in. Patel, the right-hander from Santa Rosa, his 1-0 pitch. Kraus swings and misses at a slider, 1-1. Everybody fresh and ready to go in the Stomper bullpen in the loss the other night. Guizdala, Schill, and Richardson were each used for just 1 inning. So everybody is ready to go here tonight if Patel even lets us get to the bullpen. The 1-1 is outside by just inches on the cutter. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Patel's last start, he wins 7 against the Stockade. 7 2/3, his longest start of the season this year. That was in San Rafael on 2-1 to Nick Kraus. Patel comes home, and Kraus takes high, 3-1. After back-to-back strikeouts, VJ has fallen behind Kraus 3-1, set at the chest. His 3-1 delivery is outside ball 4, so the first walk issued by Patel here tonight. Comes with 2 out here in the top of the second, and that'll bring up Aaron Sheeks. Patel, like many of the Stompers starters, the walks come in bunches. And by that we mean back-to-back or 3 in a row. As he faces Aaron Sheeks, the second baseman, his first pitch is at the knees, a fastball for strike 1. Krause over at first base, not much speed. The Salina catcher. Patel comes set and on 0-1 to Aaron Sheeks. His pitch is outside for ball 1. Already in the top of the 5th inning over in Napa, Admirals lead the Silverados 8-1. Patel's 1-1 pitch, and Sheik swings through the fastball 1-2. They're straight away in the outfield against Sheik, sitting at 143. Sheik, who's been used more out of the bullpen here in 2019 by Chuck Rocker. A two-way player for the Stockade on 1-2 from Vijay Patel. Here it comes, and Sheeks fights it away, fouling it off down the right field line. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Three strikeouts for Vijay in the ball game so far. He's ahead of Sheeks 1-2 with Cody Bishop, the leadoff man, on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. The pitch misses inside. No throw down to second. Nick Krause with a stolen base, and now he's at second base with 2 out. Pitch from Vijay was a fastball and missed inside to Sheeks. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count with a man at second and 2 out. Patel sent at the chest. He looks out to Krause at second. The 2-2 delivery to Sheeks in the air to center. DeAngelis coming on quickly on a dead sprint toward the infield. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the home half of the second inning. Miles Williams will lead things off with the Stompers trailing 2-1.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Bottom of the second inning here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Stompers trailed 2-1. Miles Williams, Rob DeAngelis, and Nick Kern. 5, 6, 7 hitters against Ben Herrick. Here in the bottom of the second, Stompers got a run in the first inning on the Jacob Barfield solo home run, his 14th. To answer the two from Salina in the top half of the inning. So Ben Herrick finished with his warm-up tosses, and Miles Williams trots to the plate. For Williams, he's been on base 26 of his last 27. He's hit safely in 8 of his last 9. Big part of the offense the other night in Vallejo. Had a couple of hits, drove in 3, had a home run and a double in that game against the Admirals. Williams stands in, right-handed hitter against Herrick, the lefty on the mound. He looks into Kraus, starts the motion. The first pitch to Miles Williams. Lined foul down the third baseline, just past Zach Pace. The third base coach's box. The count is 0-1. Herrick, other than allowing the home run, made quick work of the Stompers in the first. The left-hander takes a deep breath, starts the motion. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Williams shoots it foul down the right field line, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Miles Williams, the Stomper right fielder. Sheik's at second, playing up toward the middle. The 0-2 pitch. Williams fights it off. Fastball lettered high, the count still 0-2. Herrick working from the third base side of the run. The 0-2 pitch coming once again to Williams, and he yanks it on the ground to third. Gelfman fields behind the bag. Throw to first is high, and Canella comes back down on the bag. Williams grounds out to third to open the inning. And here is Rob DeAngelis. DeAngelis, the left-handed hitter coming up. He's reached in 33 straight, batting at .282. 6 home runs, 32 runs batted in for DeAngelis. Left on left here. Herrick's first pitch, and DeAngelis also fastball straight back. No balls in 1 strike on Rob DeAngelis. Playing straight away for DeAngelis defensively. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball from Herrick, 0-2. Stompers lead the league in majority of the offensive categories. 82 home runs, that's the big number. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Herrick, and DeAngelis fouls off a breaking ball to stay alive. 82 home runs, that leads the league. Salina is actually second with 66. There's 16 more home runs for the Stompers. 83 now, including tonight. Game number 50 of 64. Here's the 0-2 pitch again to DeAngelis, and he sprays it foul down the left field line. Still 0-2 on DeAngelis. 3 foul balls in the at-bat. Nick Kern on deck, and boy, has he had a nice opening to the month of August. The 0-2 to DeAngelis. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball in the dirt. Kraus blocks it. Now he'll step out in front of the plate and throw DeAngelis out at first. Second strikeout for Ben Herrick of the ball game, and quickly 2 away. And here's Nick Kern. Kern, in his last 5 games, has driven in 9, hitting at .262. The big game for him was that Sunday afternoon game against the Salina Stockade when he drove in 5 runs in 1 inning. Nobody on, 2 out for Kern, the right-handed hitter at the plate. Here's the first pitch from Ben Herrick, and he hits it high to left center, not very deep. Shortstop Arnson goes out. Now Cody Bishop, the left fielder, comes on, and he'll make the catch. So that ends the inning. Stompers go 1, 2, 3 here in the second. We'll go to the third. Top of the lineup coming up for Salina.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Cody Bishop starts things for Salina here in the top of the third inning. The top of the lineup against Vijay Patel with the Stompers trailing 2-1 in the first pitch to Bishop. He swings and fouls it away. No balls and 1 strike to count. Bishop doubled to deep right center field his first time up off the top of the right center field wall. Came in to score on the Cosimo Canella groundout. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Patel, and that misses inside to Bishop. 1-1. Ben Herrick made quick work of the Stompers in the bottom of the second inning. 1, 2, 3. Only 24 pitches for Herrick through the first 2 innings. Here's the 1-1, and Bishop swings at a high fastball. 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out to open the third. Patel looks in. Molinari sets the target. Right-hander set. Out of the stretch, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string on the changeup. 4th strikeout of the night for Patel. 1 out here in the third. So here's Johnny Knight. He's 0 for 1. He struck out against Patel his first time up. DeAngelis straight away in center, now moving around a little bit. To his right, to our left, over toward the pull side for Johnny Knight. He stays straight away. Vijay Patel's first pitch, and Knight swings and misses at a cutter. No balls, 1 strike to count on Knight. Average depth in the outfield, and they're straight away all around the infield. Gata has his heels on the grass out at second base. Patel's 0-1 pitch, and Knight takes strike 2. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner, and Patel's way ahead. Nothing in 2. Knight back in the right-handed batter's box. Patel at the chest. Right-hander downhill on nothing in 2, and Knight takes outside. A slider that time from Patel. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Stompers looking for their 37th win of the season tonight. Salina got their 10th last night in a big win over the Silverados. 1-2 the count. Patel at the chest. The right-hander's 1-2 pitch tonight on the ground left side and through for a base hit. Split Quincer and Romero on the left side. Knight's first hit of the ball game. That brings up Cosimo Canella. Canella 0 for 1. He grounded to Quincer at third. Back in the first inning, that drove in a run to get Salina on the board first. 26 runs batted in on the season for Canella, the right-handed hitter at the plate. Patel's first pitch, and Canella takes high and in as he lifts the hands, ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Canella. Leading from first, Johnny Knight after the 1-out single. Patel spins and throws over to first, and Knight's back standing up. Knight leads from first. Gillespie holds him on over at first base. Patel's 1-0 pitch, and Canella fouls it straight back and out of play. One and one on Canella, right-handed hitter. Batting in the 3 spot. Bishop struck out to open the inning. Patel's 1-1 pitch, and Canella takes a slider off the outside corner, ball 2. 3 games here at home tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night, all at 6:05 coming up. The Napa Silverados in the house tomorrow, and the Stockade are back here on Saturday before we hit the road. We go to Vallejo once again on Sunday, and that throw over to first from Patel is in the dirt. Somehow Gillespie gets a glove on it, and that saves at least 90 feet. Very short to Gillespie. It hopped, and he just stuck the glove down and kept it from going over to the sidewall somehow. A tremendous luck over there for Gillespie at first base, really. Patel, who slipped on the pickoff attempt on the hill, now set at the chest, is 2-1 pitch, and Canella takes low, ball 3. He's fallen behind the 3-hole hitter Cosimo Canella, with Gelfman on deck, who went deep his first time against Patel. Knight leads from first. The 3-1 pitch. Smashed to left center field. No doubt about it off the bat of Canella. A 2-run shot to left center, and that extends the Stockade lead 4-1. Last time these 2 teams played each other, 9 home runs were hit in the ball game. Already 3 tonight. That's the 8th of the season for Canella, and he's driven in 3 of the 4 Stockade runs here in the ball game. Two-run shot, and here is Zane Gelfman. So Patel, who came into the ball game only allowing 5 home runs on this season, has allowed 2 to the Stockade here tonight as Gelfman stands in, and Patel's first pitch to the right-handed hitter is a slider outside and low. One ball and no strikes to count on Gelfman. Top of the 3rd inning, Stompers trail now 4-1. And Patel wants Molinari to come out and talk. The inning started with a Bishop strikeout before Knight singled through the left side, and then, of course, the Canella home run. One ball, no strikes on Gelfman, the third baseman. Stands back in. Patel working from the stretch with nobody on base is 1-0. Gelfman takes outside ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Gelfman way ahead in the count, and Patel's pace has really slowed here in the third inning. And Patel steps off the back of the rubber, spins around, looks in towards Molinari, and signals with his hand almost like a hurry up. Molinari sets the target. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Gelfman takes inside ball 3. Just one walk in the game for Patel. It came to Kraus in the second inning, and now he's behind Gelfman 3-0. With one out here in the third. Wins still the 3-0. A 4-pitch walk to Zane Gelfman. So a one-out walk on 4 pitches, and Omar Artson will come to the plate. Artson singled in the first, stole second, then was picked off to end the first inning. He bats with Gelfman at first and 1 out. Patel looking for a ground ball here in the third inning. Right-hander's first pitch, and Artson fouls a fastball straight back to the screen, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Gelfman leads from first. Gillespie holds him on. Now a throw over, and that hit the dirt, and it looked like it got Gillespie right in the face. Gillespie picks up the ball, flips it back to Vijay Patel, so that's 2 pickoff attempts for Patel, where he's failed to get it to Gillespie in the air. The first one, Gillespie stuck the glove down and was able to stop it. That time he completely missed it, and it got him what looked like right in the jaw. Patel having a heck of a time here in the first 3 innings. Right-hander's 0-1 pitch, and Artson fouls it straight back, and he's ahead 0-2. Not the Vijay Patel that we're used to seeing here tonight, though he does have 4 strikeouts in 2 1/3. It's not the demeanor that we're used to seeing from him on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Patel is set. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Stopped by Molinari. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Man at first and 1 out. Patel ready. Here's the right-hander's 1-2. And Artson hits it in the air down the right field line. Over into foul territory goes Miles Williams, and he'll watch it sail out of play. Artson 1 for 1. He singled in the first inning. (4-1) Stompers trail top of the third. Not much action for the defense here early on in the ball game. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. Patel just frustrated out on the hill with something. He just does not look comfortable out there tonight. A lot of emotion out of him, and we know he's a fiery guy, but showing some displeasure early on here in this ball game. DeAngelo shaded toward right center field. Patel on 2-2, and Artson hits it softly on the ground to short. Romero will field. He'll go to second for 1 and got it to first late. Gelfman forced out at second for the second out of the inning. Artson reaches on a fielder's choice. That brings up Chuck Rocker. Not hit all that hard to Romero at short. Did what he could to get the lead runner at second base, and got who really had no chance at turning the double play with the speed of Omar Artson coming out of the box. So here's Chuck Rocker. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Patel has 4 strikeouts in the ball game so far. Right-hander's first pitch, runner goes, and the pitch is taken inside the throw down to second, not in time. Artson has his second stolen base of the ball game. He's now out at second with 2 out. One ball and no strikes to count on Chuck Rocker. The pitch from Patel missed inside. BJ at the chest, the 1-0, and Rocker takes outside ball 2. Arnson at second. You reach on the fielder's choice, stole second base. Patel trying to put an end to this third inning. Now he'll step off, and Arnson will walk back to the bag. Two balls, no strikes on Rocker. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Here's the pitch from Patel, and Chuck takes strike 1 down at the knees. A fastball from BJ. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Man at second and 2 out. Top of the third. Stompers trail 4-1. Here's Patel's 2-1 pitch, and Rocker fouls it off at the plate. So Patel now just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning, allowing just the 2 runs. It was the Cannell, the 2-run home run for what feels like an eternity ago. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Gotta keeping Arnson close at second. They've already picked him off second base once. There he goes. The pitch is inside, and that hit Chuck Rocker. So Rocker takes it. Looked like right in the back. The pitch was high and in from VJ Patel. Arnson will have to go back to second base with Rocker hit on the pitch, and thankfully Rocker's up and he's all right as he trots down to first. It was a 2-2 fastball from Patel. High and in on Rocker. He turned his back to the mound, so he got the face out of the way, and it was high off the back. First man that Patel has hit tonight, and he's not himself. First and second and 2 out for Taylor Zutenhorst. Struck out against Patel. He's 0 for 1. Right-hander's first pitch, and Zutenhorst takes high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning over in Napa, and the Admirals lead the Silverados 9-1. The 1-0. Zutenhorst out in front of a beautiful changeup from Patel. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Maybe the best pitch Patel has thrown all night. He struck Zutenhorst out on that changeup in his first at bat. Patel at the chest. He looks to second. Now throws on 1-1. Runners go. The pitch is popped up. Left side of the infield for Rayson Romero out at short right in front of the grass. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Salina scores twice on the Cosimo Canella 2-run home run to left center field. We go to the bottom of the third. Molinari, Romero, and Gata. Stompers trail 4-1.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Bottom of the third inning, 8-9 one-hitters. Coming up for the Stompers against Ben Herrick. Stompers trail 4-1, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third. For the Stockade, feeling good coming off of that 16-8 win last night to break the 19-game losing streak. And they're showing the Stompers here tonight that they're coming to swing the bats. Already 2 home runs in the ball game. Or Salina. The one Stomper run, Jacob Barfield's 14th home run of the season. So Daniel Molinari, right-handed hitting catcher. Batting at .245, he does have a home run and 9 runs batted in. Does finally get in the box. Ben Herrick, the lefty, just 24 pitches for him. So this is number 25, the first pitch to Molinari. He takes strike one in the outside corner, a fastball from Herrick. A lot of offense in that game over in Napa as well. As they're on to the final third. 9-1 Vallejo. Herrick's nothing in one pitch to Molinari. And he hits it in the air to left. Bishop doesn't even move. No doubter for Daniel Molinari. His second, and it's 4-2. Molinari to strand away left. And this ball game here tonight already reminiscent of the one that we had the other night, where these two teams hit a combined 9 home runs, 4 already, and we're only in the bottom of the third inning. Molinari's second. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. And here's Rayson Romero. Ray went deep 2 nights ago in Vallejo the other way to straightaway right field for his 3rd home run of the season. So the home run from Molinari leads off the inning. And here's the first pitch to Romero. He takes strike one, a fastball down at the knees. No balls in, 1 strike on Romero, batting at 194 and on base of 432 for the Stompers shortstop. Herrick's 0-1 pitch off the outside corner, a couple of inches, 1-1. Nick Gatta's on deck, top of the lineup coming up after Romero. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Ray fouls off a fastball, 1-2. Stomper leadoff home run. Molinari's second. 1-2 the count on Romero, right-handed hitter. Here's Herrick's 1-2 pitch, and Romero checks his swing and takes a breaking ball down low. They appeal out to the field. He does not go around, says Ron Barnes, and the count evens at 2-2. The left-hander's 2-2 pitch to Romero. On the ground is short. Artson will charge. He'll field. He'll throw to first on the run. In time to retire Romero, one away. So here's Nick Gatta. He bounced to second to open the Stomper half of the first inning. Gatta the other night in Vallejo. He did reach base twice on 2 walks, but went 0 for 3 and went hitless in that ball game. Left-hander at the plate. Wide open stance, crouched over. Here's the first pitch from Herrick, and Gatta takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Lot of grass out in right center for Nick Gatta. The 0-1 pitch, and a breaking ball is taken on the outside corner, 0-2. The center fielder rocker is a couple of steps toward the left center gap the other way against Gatta. Kraus sets the target, and Herrick deals on 0-2, and Gatta fouls off an inside fastball. No balls, 2 strikes on Gatta. Jacob Barfield on deck. He hit the home run in the first inning to open the scoring for the Stompers. Another 0-2 on its way from Herrick. Gatta takes high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. The 1-2. Gatta takes a breaking ball down low from Herrick, and the count evens at 2-2. Gatta, who fell behind 0-2, and so many times this year we've seen him go from 0-2 to 2-2 and get a base hit, or 0-2 to 3-2 and work a walk. You see that with the .548 on-base percentage. 63 walks leads the league. The 2-2. Low, and the count is full. Such a good eye for Gatta. The plate discipline is there. The bat control is there. As he awaits the payoff pitch, here it comes from Ben Herrick, and Gatta hits it on the ground softly to short. Artson has to charge the throw to first, not in time. An infield single for Nick Gatta. He's on base for the first time here tonight, and that brings up Jacob Barfield. So Barfield hit his 14th home run of the season, his first time up off of Ben Herrick. One of 2 home runs which Herrick has allowed, the other the Molinari home run to lead off this inning. Gatta beats out an infield single, and just like that here in the bottom of the third, Jacob Barfield represents the tying run. At the plate, right-handed hitter stands in. Sheik's at second, way up toward the middle. And they're deep on the left side of the infield, expecting Barfield to pull. Herrick steps off the back of the rubber, fires to first, not in time. Herrick out of the stretch. Stares at Gatta at first, and now he'll throw to first. Once again, Gatta back standing up. Jacob Barfield, Chris Quincer, Brent Gillespie, Miles Williams, the big bats coming up with 1 out here in the third. Barfield slightly open. The first pitch to left center. Has he done it again? Rocker over. He has. Second home run of the game for Jacob Barfield, and we're tied at 4. Barfield leaves the yard for the second time in as many at-bats. That home run for Barfield brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. Third Stomper home run in the game, second in the inning, and the second for Jacob Barfield. So here's Chris Quitzer in a tie ball game. Struck out his first time against Ben Herrick, and the left-hander starts him with a breaking ball for strike 1. '18th Stomper home run in the last 6 games. The 0-1 pitch, and Quitzer fouls a fastball away, 0-2. 3 more tonight. 5 home runs in the game already. Both sides combined. Here's the 0-2 to Quitzer. And breaking ball is taken outside and low. Quitzer knows that he hasn't been pitched to the last 3 weeks, last month. Being pitched backwards. You saw that here. They started him with a breaking ball to open the at-bat. He's taking his walks. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Quitzer's down on strikes for the second time. The third strikeout of the game for Ben Herrick. Here's Brent Gillespie. Popped up to Gelfman at third on the first pitch he saw back in the first inning. That ended the first inning. Gillespie would like to get in on this long ball fest tonight. He takes a breaking ball low. Gillespie batting at .336, 11 home runs, 39 runs batted in. He's reached base in every game in a Stomper uniform this year. That's 29 straight. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Base is empty, 2 away. Herrick deals on 1-1 to Gillespie. On the outside corner, a fastball from Herrick, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Gillespie on its way from Herrick, and that's swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Herrick to end the inning. He has for the Stompers homer twice here in the bottom of the third. Molinari leads off the inning with a solo home run, and Jacob Barfield's second home run of the game, a 2-run shot to left center. We're tied at 4. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 8-9-1 spots coming up for Salina.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Nick Krause leads things off in the top of the fourth inning for Salina against Vijay Patel. Trying to settle into a groove here in the fourth inning, and Krause hits a fly ball to left. Barfield back on it, right in front of the wall. He makes the catch. That wall out in left field, 5 feet high, and Jacob Barfield on the track. He caught it above his head, so no telling if it would have gotten out of the ballpark or not. But he makes the catch, and Krause is retired on the first pitch. So here's Aaron Sheeks. Fly to DeAngelis, his first time up. He's 0 for 1. We're tied at 4. There in the top of the fourth inning, Stompers homered twice more in the third inning. A Molinari solo home run and Jacob Barfield's 2-run shot, his second of the game. Aaron Sheeks takes outside and low from Vijay Patel. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Patel out of the stretch. The 1-0 to Sheeks. On the inside corner, 1-1. Pitch count high tonight for Patel early on in the ballgame. This will be pitch number 70 for the right-hander, with 1 out in the top of the fourth. Patel steps off, Sheeks steps out. 1-1, nobody on, 1 out. 5 home runs in the game already, and now Sheeks calls time. He has something in his eye. He'll readjust the batting gloves and climb back in the right side. DeAngelis shaded toward right center against Sheeks. Patel's 1-1. Popped up out of play off to the right, 1-2. Krause flying to left to open the inning on the first pitch that you saw against Patel. Right-hander set. Molinari sets the target. He fires on 1-2, and Sheeks reaches out and punches it down the right field line, foul. Still 1-2 on a calm night. The sun covered up by some clouds here. Patel on 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Sheeks. High with a fastball, 2-2. About a half an hour away from the lights turning on here tonight. DeAngelis now way over toward that right center gap against Sheeks. Gotta has his heels on the grass at second. Here's the 2-2. On the ground is short on 1 hop. Romero fields. He'll straighten up and throw to first in time, 2 away. So the lineup flips over for Cody Bishop with nobody on and 2 out. Bishop doubled and scored in the first inning. He struck out his last time up in the third inning. 1 of 4 strikeouts for Patel in the ball game. Struck out 4 through 2 1/3. Hasn't struck out anybody since. Bishop stands in, left-handed hitter. Patel's first pitch out of the stretch, and Bishop's out in front of the changeup, 0-1. We've seen the changeup more and more from Patel against left-handers tonight. Primarily to Zunhorst is where we've seen it. With Zunhorst and Bishop the only left-handers in the lineup for the Stockade. Here's the 0-1, and swung on and missed again, 0-2. But Patel quickly ahead of Cody Bishop, and likely going back to that changeup here after he had him way out in front. Already struck him out once in the ball game. Right-hander set, and downhill on 0-2, and that's taken in the dirt. A 4-4 tie in the top of the fourth inning. Salina coming off the refreshing win last night. Stompers the day off yesterday. Here's Patel's 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. The changeup once again strikes out Cody Bishop. 5th strikeout for Patel through 4 innings. We go to the home half of the 4th. Miles Williams will lead us off.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Miles Williams leads us off last of the fourth inning, tied at 4. Williams, DeAngelis, and Kern, 5, 6, 7. Against Ben Herrick, who's already allowed 3 home runs in the game. It's been a home run game, 5 total. Williams, who went deep 2 nights ago in Vallejo, his 12th. He leads this team. Came into the ballgame leading the team with 40 RBIs. Still leads the team with 40 RBIs. Here's the first pitch to him from Ben Herrick, and Miles Williams takes at the knees, a called strike. It's 0-1. Miles grounded to third. He's 0 for 1. Pitch to him from Herrick. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Herrick's way ahead 0-2. Herrick from the windup on 0-2 to Miles Williams. Breaking ball fouled away. Williams reached way out in front for that breaking ball to get a piece and stay alive. They're already out of the 8th inning over in Napa, and the Admirals still lead 9-1. The Vallejo offense that's been red hot. 2 games over 500, trying to close in on San Rafael, who's in second place by 3.5 games over the Admirals. Here's the 0-2 to Williams again. Fastball's taken high, ball 1. Napa at 2 games under 500, the opposite record of Vallejo, 24-26. The 1-2 from Herrick. Williams smashes it past the diving Artson into left center field. That's a base hit over to cut it off Cody Bishop. Miles Williams has a leadoff single here in the 4th. So here's Rob DeAngelis. Rob struck out his first time against Herrick, 1 of 4 strikeouts. Left-handed hitter stands in. They pinch up the middle for a double play. Cannella holds on Williams over at first. Gelfman even with the bag at third, but well off the line. Herrick out of the stretch. Williams goes. DeAngelo squares around, takes inside. The throw down to second is not in time. Miles Williams with a stolen base, and for Miles on this season, his 5th. 1 ball and no strikes the count on DeAngelis. He did square around and pulled back and took a fastball off the inside part of the plate. Sheik sets second. Artson behind the runner at short. Here's the 1-0, and DeAngelis takes inside ball 2. Stompers trying to take their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tied at 4, and this is the first Stomper at bat with a man in scoring position in the game. Eric looks out at second. Now the 2-0 pitch. DeAngelis takes at the knees, strike 1. Stompers 303 on the year as a team. With men in scoring position, Rob DeAngelis personally 323. Here comes the 2-1. DeAngelis out in front of a breaking ball, 2-2. Artson, the shortstop, is up the middle against DeAngelis. Gelfman is deep at third. A couple of extra steps off the third base line, but a lot of room still on the left side of the infield with which to work for Rob DeAngelis. Here's Eric's 2-2. DeAngelis takes low. The count is full. Nick Kern's on deck. Williams a leadoff single to open the inning. Then he stole second. Eric stares in. Kraus goes through a series of signs. Now the left-hander comes set at the belt. Looks out towards second. The payoff to DeAngelis. In the air, left center field. Bishop over. He'll make the catch. 1 out. That'll bring up Nick Kern. Kern with limited at-bats this year. Just 42 at-bats on the season. 15 of them with men in scoring position. He's 7 for 15. He's driven in 9 in his last 5 games. He bats with Williams at second and 1 out. Williams takes off. The pitch was low. The throw to third is late. Miles did not get the best jump in the world, but with a right-hander at the plate in Kern, made it real tough for Nick Kraus to throw around Kern. So Williams, his second stolen base in the ball game. The pitch was called a strike on Nick Kern, so the count is 0-1. Salina will pull the infield in. No balls, 1 strike the count. Williams leads from third. The 0-1 pitch. Kern takes a changeup low, 1-1. Here's the 1-1, and Kern is late on a high fastball, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count on Kern with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Herrick. He hits it softly on the ground at third behind the bag. Gelfman, the long throw to first. Oh, what a play by Zane Gelfman over at third. It was not hit all that hard off the bat of Nick Kern, who runs very well. Gelfman fielded, falling into foul territory down the third base line, threw all the way across the infield on a fly to retire Nick Kern. It does not get the run home. Williams is still over at third base, and that brings up Daniel Molinari. Molinari at the plate, 1 for 1 with a solo home run in the game. First pitch to him from Ben Herrick. He starts him with a fastball at the knees, 0-1. So Williams opened the inning with a single to left center, stole second, stole third. DeAngelis flying to left, couldn't get him home. Kern grounds to third base, and Zane Gelfman makes a tremendous play to throw him out, holding Williams at third. Still tied at 4 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-1 pitch. Molinari takes low 1-1. Molinari, right-handed hitter, hit his second home run of the season his last time up. That led off the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-1 the count with 2 away. The pitch from Herrick. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Molinari down to one knee, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Molinari trying to get Williams home from third. Left-hander at the belt from the stretch. The 1-2 to Molinari. High and away with a fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Molinari 7 for 14 on the season with men in scoring position. Trying to drive home his second run of the game. Herrick's 2-2. Out away. Molinari stays alive and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Straight away defensively against Molinari, the catcher. Williams still over at third. Herrick at the belt. His 2-2 coming once again to Daniel Molinari, and that's fouled straight back. Williams singled, DeAngelo's flying to left, Kern grounded to third. Molinari looking for his second hit of the ball game. The 2-2 once again from Herrick on the way, and Molinari swings through it. He strikes out, and that ends the inning. Stompers get a man to third, but cannot score. We'll go to the 5th, tied at 4. 2, 3, 4 spots due up for Salina when we come back.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384.
Top of the 5th inning, we're tied at 4. Johnny Knight, Cosimo Canella, and Zane Gelfman for the Stockade against Vijay Patel. He struck out 5, allowed 5 hits to this point. Fire show going on out there if you're watching on our YouTube stream. Ever seen that one before? Ladder trucks out there squirting water off in the distance. Huh. That's not distracting as a hitter, as Johnny Knight leads off this top of the 5th inning. 78th pitch from Vijay Patel, and Knight takes a fastball for strike 1 on the outside corner. How do you not look at that while you're hitting? No balls in 1 strike on Johnny Knight. The pitch from Patel swung on and missed a cut fastball on the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Knight, Canella, Gelfman, 2, 3, 4. Patel way ahead, 0-2. The pitch is pulled on the ground, foul, wide of the third base bag. And a 4-4 tie in the 5th, and we have a water show, fire show. What do you want to call it? The ladder truck is spraying everything out there beyond the center field wall. I don't really know what to call that. It's a first for everything. The count is still 0-2 on Knight. Here comes the pitch, and he fouls a fastball away. Knight's 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning, and he struck out against Patel. These two teams deadlocked. 5 home runs in the game. An 0-2 pitch coming once again from Patel to Knight. That's popped straight up, right out in front of home plate. Molinari now on the first baseline. He'll make the catch in foul territory. So Knight pops up to Molinari for out number 1. Here's Canella. He homered his last time up. He's driven in runs on every plate appearance here tonight. The RBI ground out in the 1st inning and the 2-run home run against Patel in the 3rd. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch to him from VJ. Of the letters 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Canella, the right-handed hitter, at the plate. Patel's 1-0. Swung on and missed. Down in the zone. Cutter from Patel, 1-1. Patel from the stretch. His 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string on Canella again. 1-2. And the changeup has been the best pitch for Patel tonight. Struck out 5 already. Patel ready. He's on 1-2 to Canella. Checks his swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. They appeal down to first. He does not go. Says Ron Barnes, and the count evens at 2-2. Knight popped up to Molinari to open the inning. 1 out. The 2-2 from Patel is low. So the count is full on Cosimo Canella with Zane Gelfman waiting on deck. Only the second full count of the ballgame against Patel. The payoff pitch is popped up. And Daniel Molinari will watch it sail into the crowd. There will be a 7th pitch to Cosimo Canella. They're straight away in the outfield against Canella, the right-handed hitter. The payoff pitch coming again from Patel, and that's popped up and out of play again. Still 3-2. The longest at bat against Patel in the ball game tonight right now. The 8th pitch to Canella will follow. BJ looks in, now set. His payoff once again on the way, and Canella takes high, ball 4. 3rd walk for Patel in the game tonight. That'll bring up Zane Gelfman. Gelfman 1 for 1 with a solo home run. That came back in the first inning. He's also walked against Patel in the game. And at first, 1 out. DeAngelis still slightly shaded toward right center. Patel's first pitch, and Gelfman's out in front. 0-1. No balls in 1 strike. Canella leads from first. Gillespie holds him on. Runner goes. The pitch is taken at the knees, and no throw from Daniel Molinari. So stolen base for Canella. He's out at second. The pitch was low to Zane Gelfman. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. With a man at second and 1 out. Tied at 4 in the top of the 5th. Patel looks to second. Now the 1-1. On the outside corner, 1-2. Patel ahead of Gelfman, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Changeups looked really good from Patel in the game so far. Does he go with it here on 1 and 2? He misses high with a fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes on Gelfman, the right-handed hitter, with 14 home runs and 32 runs batted in. From the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Vijay Patel, 2 away in the 5th. First time that Patel has gotten a strikeout looking tonight. As Omar Artson stands in, he's reached both times. He has a single, he reached on a fielder's choice. As Ethan Gibbons is up and throwing in the Stomper bullpen. With a pitch count high already for Patel, trying to get through this 5th inning. His first pitch to Artson. Swung on and popped up, out of play, off to the right. Nothing in 1 the count on Omar Artson. Patel trying to strand Canella out at second base. He walked and then stole second to put himself in scoring position. Artson calls time, and now he steps out. No balls, 1 strike. Patel looks to second. Canella inches back to the bag. Now the 0-1 pitch, and Artson takes outside 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arnson, the right-handed hitter. Patel's 1-1 pitch. On the ground, left side, Romero deep in the hole at short. He gets around it. Now the throw to first on 1 hop, and Gillespie digs it out. What a play by Brent Gillespie over at first base to save Romero at short. No runs, no hits, 1 left for Salina. We're halfway home here tonight. Romero will lead things off for the Stompers when we return.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Bottom of the 5th inning as we enter the second half of the ball game. Rayson Romero, Nick Gatta, and Jacob Barfield for the Stompers here in the home half of the 5th. And we're pleased to be joined by Stompers General Manager Brett Kramer as we're tied at 4. Herrick and Patel here tonight, and we have a pretty good ball game between these two teams going so far.
Absolutely. It's been a blast thus far, and, it's been a close game, and it's good to see the offenses, both teams swinging the bats, and, Salina's on here on a win streak. They're a 1-game win streak right now, so it's been an entertaining game thus far.
Mason Romero will lead us off, and I know you and I have been talking for, weeks, really. When is Salina going to get that? Well, of course, we've all been rooting for them. I mean, if you're not playing them that night, you're rooting for them.
Yeah, and they have a lot of external factors too, right? They're the traveling team, so they're not sleeping in their own bed every night, and they got to play under any circumstances. And I know that doubleheader on Saturday with a day game Sunday really hurts them within their schedules. And I think their manager Chuck Rocker's done a great job this year of getting these guys to compete day in and day out. I know it's a challenge, but they're in a lot of games. They've played us very tough multiple times, and as you see right now, bottom of the 5th inning, we're in a tie game.
1-1 the count on Romero. He grounded to short in his first at bat against Ben Herrick. Patel's pitch count tonight is just a lot higher than we're used to seeing from the right-hander, and Herrick's 1-1 is popped up out into shallow right field. Johnny Knight, the right fielder, coming on, and he will make the catch for the first out. Patel just didn't look like himself tonight on the mound. 98 pitches through the first 5 innings or so, and it just never looked like he got that comfortable out there.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't in the booth the whole game, so I didn't get to see his full body of work tonight. But, I know for him a big thing is, throwing that first pitch strike and starting ahead and staying ahead. And when he does, he can be very dominant. And that's why he's been one of the Stompers' best pitchers in franchise history, when you're looking at the numbers. So, he still didn't have his A-plus stuff tonight, but he's managed through 5 innings and kept us in the ball game right where we need to be. And, hopefully the bats can keep going and get him a win here.
Nick Gata at the plate, and he takes outside, ball 1. Gata is 1 for 2 in the game. Left-hander Ben Herrick's 1-0 pitch, and Gata takes high and away, ball 2. Well, we're into August. The Stompers have been tearing it up so far in the first week of August. A couple of new faces. One that we haven't been able to talk to you about yet, Austin Orvis, that's made a couple appearances for the Stompers this year. And that'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. And then the newest member of the bullpen, the left-hander Lenny Guizdala.
Yeah, a story about both those guys. Austin's a guy we've had our a pulse on since actually spring training, and he had a little bit of a back and a hip issue that he wasn't able to work through.
Gata lines a 2-1 pitch into center field, a base hit, his second hit of the ball game. And here comes Jacob Barfield.
Yeah, and he had that little lingering issue and couldn't stay healthy, so it was good to actually see him get an opportunity and perform well in the American Association with Sioux Falls. And then he ended up still getting released and getting an opportunity in the Frontier League, and was once again released with a pretty short string there. So it's good to see him finally in a Stompers uniform on our end. Hopefully we can get him back to that higher level of independent league baseball or affiliated baseball, because he's got good stuff. He throws 93, 94, big body on the mound for you, 6'5" from the right side, and he's done a good job.
So here's Jacob Barfield, 2 home runs in the game already for him, and Herrick throws to first. Now, since we have Barfield at the plate, we'll wait on Guizdala for just a minute. Only one man has ever hit 3 home runs in a game in the Pacific Association. That was Alan Mockabee last season for the Martinez Clippers. And Barfield, 2 for 2 with 2 home runs in the game tonight, and he's been swinging the bat a lot better as of late. The first pitch from Herrick is inside, ball 1. He was in the booth before the game today up here with us talking. He said, you know what? I have 13 home runs. Right now I'm focusing on doubles. He really wants to get his doubles numbers up and the average. He goes, I don't even care if I hit a home run for the rest of the year. And he hits 2 today. Is that just the mindset you think that he has at the plate?
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. And,
Does he have his third? He does not. That's hit down the left field line. Cody Bishop sliding into foul territory, and that will fall. So it'll be a long strike for Jacob Barfield. It was hit high off of his bat down the left field line. Had everybody on the edge of their seat there for a second until Bishop broke in. But back to the approach.
Yeah, he's a guy that's going to play with a lot of passion and a lot of energy, and he's a guy's bat that it's very hard and difficult to keep him out of the lineup. And I know we've had conversations in the past of, where are you going to put him. Tonight he's played a good left field for us, and obviously with, those 2 home runs tonight, he's already done his part and then some. So he's a fun guy to watch if you're a fan, and also as a GM, he's going to be a guy that's going to contribute day in and day out, and it's hard to have his bat out of the lineup.
An emotional guy, a fiery guy. The 1-1 is taken inside, 2-1. Solo home run and a 2-run home run for Barfield. I think that's funny. He goes, I don't really care if I hit another home run. I have 13. I want my average to climb. I want the doubles to climb, and just the mindset of trying to get on base, put a good swing on the ball, as opposed to just trying to get the ball in the air, as we see him do a lot. Of course, he's not one to be cheated at the plate.
Yeah, just like the other, 100, 150 guys in this league, he wants to keep climbing the ranks of baseball as well. And, he realizes that, his average needs to be, where a Dondre Hubbard or some other averages are amongst the league. So he realizes what he has to do, and he has that solid approach. And sometimes just hitting the ball hard is gonna help that average climb as well. And he hit the ball hard twice tonight, but it just happened to go over the fence for him. So what is he now? Top 3 in the league in home runs?
Yes. Up there with Nick Akins and Zane Gelfman. The 2-1 pitch is off the outside part of the plate, 3-1.
And Barfield's still a young guy, too, where he's still figuring it out. I think he's, 23, 24, where he's changing his approach as he goes, and he's still learning on the fly as well. So it's really intriguing to see his approach and his mentality grow and his kind of maturation process throughout the entire season.
Big swing there on a 3-1 pitch as Herrick pulled the string on the changeup, and now the count is full. Got it at first, 1 out after the single. Romero opened the inning with a fly ball to right. Still tied at 4 in the bottom of the 5th. Payoff pitch coming from Herrick to Barfield. Long pause on the mound, and now time is called. They tell you to throw it, so you might as well swing if you're a hitter too, right?
I don't think I've ever seen that before, where a hitter swings on a time. That was interesting. They
tell you as a pitcher, as you know, because you pitched, to do it to prevent the injury. right? Not to slow up the arm.
Absolutely. Same with kickers in football.
The payoff pitch yanked down the left field line, well foul. Right. Kick through, kick it anyway.
Yeah, whether it's, a false start or an offsides, you always want that kicker once they start their rhythm and momentum. You don't want to slow down, and, that's how injuries happen. However, I've never seen a batter follow through with a swing, so that was pretty entertaining right there.
Count still full. Barfield yanked that one down the left field line. It had plenty of distance, but well foul. Xavier Herrick, what do you even come with here on 3-2? At the belt, here's the pitch. That's the ball and rolled foul along third. So he's seen just about everything. Didn't see many pitches. Homered on 1-1 in the first inning, and then a first pitch home run in the third inning. So Herrick's thrown everything but the kitchen sink here at him in the fifth. Trying to break this scoreless tie with Gata at first and 1 out. The payoff coming again from Ben Herrick. After a long pause, here it is, and Barfield pops it up. Foul territory on the first base side. Canella over, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Barfield retired for the first time, and here's Chris Quitzer. So we talked about Austin Orvis, and you had a story on Lenny Guizdala as well, the Stomper, new left-hander in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's had an eventful last couple weeks. He's pitching in Wisconsin in the Northwoods League, which is a collegiate wooden bat league for guys in college and out of college. So he just graduated a couple weeks ago out of Northwoods University and, put up great stats. He's their all-time saves holder at that university and signed with River City.
Gotta goes. The first pitch from Quitzer is taken outside. The throw goes into center field. And Artson will hold the tag on Gata at second. Stolen base for Nick Gata, and he's in scoring position for Chris Quitzer.
Yeah, so, all-time saves leader, you can throw strikes from that left-handed side, which is obviously valued in any level of baseball. And he then signed with River City for a couple days, and before he even pitched was unfortunately let go. And, we do our due diligence on guys and saw that he was available, and he was out here on the first flight available, and he was able to come in and contribute yesterday as well.
The 1-0 pitch to Quitzer takes a breaking ball inside 1-1. Make that 2-0. Hey, he came in when we were at Vallejo. The first guy out of the pen. Zach Pace wanted to see him right away. He worked a 1-2-3 inning. Struck out Vlad Gomez, and he reached on a pass ball, then walked him, and then he had to come out of the game for the situational matchup, but he pitched very well as Quitzer takes low 3-0. And nice for you and for Zach Pace as well, probably, to know that you have a left-hander down in the bullpen that could come out and face a couple of lefties in a row in any situation.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited to have Lenny in here and have him contribute in any way, shape, or form possible, and I think he's going to do a good job for us.
The 3-0, Quitzer takes inside a 4-pitch walk. And that brings up Brent Gillespie. So we're into August, and it's always too early to talk about playoffs, but the format is there. We know what the format's going to be, and this is a new format. Can you speak about the new format a little bit and how that came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try and keep it brief so I don't confuse any of our listeners out there tonight, but on, I believe, is it Wednesday night? Wednesday night the playoffs start, and it will be the 4th seed at the 3rd seed and a best of 1. The winner of that game will advance on Thursday and face the number 2 seed. The winner of that game will then play a best of 3 at versus the number 1 seed, and it will go home, away, home for the finale, and that will be during Labor Day weekend, August 30th through September 1st.
Brent Gillespie will bat with first and second and 2 out, and a new playoff format, and everybody's pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. The Stompers have been in the finals on the wrong end of the stick, I guess you could say, the 2 of the last 2 years there. So, hopefully this season we can keep our first seed, and, the best team in the league will have to beat us twice.
Overshift on Brent Gillespie, the left-handed hitter at the plate. First pitch in the air to right. Coming on is Johnny Knight toward the line. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Stompers get a couple of base runners, do not score here in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Chuck Rocker, Taylor Zutenhorst, and Nick Krause coming up for Salina when we return.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Ethan Gibbons, the new Stomper pitcher here in the top of the 6th inning. He'll face his 6, 7, 8 spots in the order. Gibbons on the season 2-2 with a 7.89 ERA coming into his 19th game. 29 2/3. He struck out 39 and walked 18. And, well, Brett, it seems like Ethan has settled down a little bit ever since moving to the bullpen. Of course, he made the 4 starts to open the season, then made that move, and he's found a home there, and he's pitched pretty well over the last month out of the pen.
Yeah, and being a former pitcher, you realize ERAs and how brutal they can be if you have a bad outing or two. And unfortunately for Ethan, he had that bad outing as a starter, a couple games into the season. But if anybody looks at his numbers, he's been pretty lights out since we've made that transition to the bullpen. And, when you're only pitching an inning here and an inning there, it takes it a while to go down. But, we know what type of guy he is on the mound for us. And I think through last season as well, he was our ace. He was our workhorse. He was the guy on a big game and in a best-of-1 playoff that we went to in the semifinals and delivered and performed. So Ethan's done a great job for us, the year and a half that he's been here.
The count's 1-1 on Chuck Rocker to open the inning, and he hits it on the ground to third. Quintzer backing up on it, fields to his left, throws across, and it pulls Gillespie off the bag, and Gillespie's tag was late on Chuck Rocker. That'll be an error by Chris Quintzer over at third. Quintzer, who's been so solid with the glove over at third base, he got a day off after playing there 13 straight games, and in 2 games now he's made 2 errors over at third. Here's Taylor Zutenhorst.
Yeah, third base is definitely the trickiest position, I would say, at Arnold Field, and I think a handful of guys can say that. And he's been great and kind of a lockdown presence for us. And he made a nice play on that, took kind of a funky hop, just a little high on the throw.
So here's Zutenhorst, left-handed hitter. The first pitch from Gibbons is swung on and missed. Some people may have forgotten that Ethan Gibbons, with the high ERA like you were talking about and how well he's pitched over the last 6 or 7 outings, he was the opening night starter. Like you said, the workhorse coming into the year.
Versus the Salina team.
That's true. Here's the 0-1. The runner goes, pitches outside. Molinari's throw down to second. Not in time. Rocker got the hand in. And Chuck Rocker has his first stolen base of the game. The pitch was outside, and the count is 1-1 on Zutenhorst, and now Salina trying to take the lead here in the top of the 6th. Boy, does Salina steal a lot of bases or what? They lead the league in stolen bases. Gibbons looks to second, the 1-1, and Zutenhorst is late on a fastball 1-2. We see him run night in and night out when they're here. for the Stockade. Coming into the ball game tonight, they were 126 for 146.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy at Stomper games, but I would love to attend a Silverados versus Salina Stockade game, because those guys are speed demons on the bases, and they definitely try and steal an extra base if you're not paying attention.
Salina just 6 more than Napa. Napa, who's 120 for 169. That's coming into today. And they stole a couple of bases in their game tonight. The count's 1-2 on Zutenhorst. Gibbons looks to second. Here's the pitch, and that's outside, 2-2. Busy here in the month of August with some promotional days coming up. Of course, tonight, Boys and Girls Club night. I think my favorite coming up has to be either Stomper Con or the Bark in the Park.
Yeah, we got a handful of events coming up. Hispanic Heritage Night is always a fun one. And like you said, Comic-Con night will be great as well. And, Bocce night later in the month. And, of course, host family appreciation for everything that they do for, not only our players, but the entire community at large of, hosting Stompers throughout the season. And, yeah, we got a lot of fun games and promotions coming up.
Zutenhorst strikes out for the first out of the inning, and that brings up Nick Kraus. Seemed like July was a busy month for promotions. In August, there's some fun ones, like you said, Bocce night. Are we doing anything? Are we playing Bocce on the field that night? As Kraus loses the bat, swinging through the first pitch from Gibbons, right over the head of Sheiks in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, one of the things that we do for Bocce Ball night is actually on the ceremonial first pitch, they'll roll out a Bocce Ball. And whether it's one person or a handful, it'll be entertaining. And, yeah, make sure you come down to the ballpark and check it out and see what we got in stock for you.
0-1 the count on Nick Kraus, who is going to go get some extra pine tar now after losing the bat on the first swing.
I have a funny story about a flying bat, and I think it was when Jeff Stafford was in the booth versus the Pittsburgh Diamonds with myself, and I want to say it was Gabriel Bracamonte, but can't remember exactly who it was, and it flew over the first base netting into the concession stand area, and I've never seen that before or after. It was quite the sight to see.
The 0-1 to Kraus. Fastball swung on and missed, 0-2. That's an impressive toss, a dangerous toss.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes on Kraus. The error allowed Rocker to reach, then he stole second. Zutenhorst struck out. Gibbons way ahead of Kraus, 0-2. He looks out to second. Here's the pitch. And that's hit in the air to left. Barfield goes back on it at the track, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Nick Kraus gives Salina a 6-4 lead. Fourth home run of the season for Kraus, and it's been that kind of night tonight. 6th home run overall after the last time these two teams played, and 9 home runs were hit. So Gibbons out of the pen allows the 2-run home run, and now the Stompers trail 6-4. And here comes Aaron Sheiks. I think that breaks the streak of shutout innings with you in the booth on both sides. It seems like we always have quick half innings when you're up here with us. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Aaron Sheiks. He's 0 for 2. Gibbons 1-0, and that's popped up. Out of play, 1-1. It seems like even though the Stompers as of late, and of course had that 5-game win streak to open the month, been playing from behind a lot more lately and finding a way to get it done late in the game.
No, I think you bring up a great point there for us, and it's baseball's hard, man. It's a game of failure. It's day in, day out of showing what you can do on the diamond, and you don't always have your A game, whether it's your third baseman, center field, or first baseman, whatever it may be.
Sheiks grounds it to short, and Romero boots it. So the second error of the inning on the Stompers. And that allows Sheiks to reach on a routine 2-hop ground ball to short. And the lineup flips over for Cody Bishop.
Yeah, so just kind of right on cue there. You're not always going to have all 9 guys on their A-plus games. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But it's just finding a way to day in and day out come and compete. And sometimes you're going to be trailing, and sometimes that ball isn't going to take the right hop, or you're not going to get that call on the outside part of the plate, whatever it may be. And our guys this season, it seems like they've found a way to compete day in and day out. And, luckily we've been on the right side of the ball, I guess, 36 out of 49 games. So, props to our manager, Zach Pace, for getting these guys ready every day. And, our players as well. They deserve a world of credit as well.
The 0-1 pitch to Bishop. Fouled away off toward the Stockade dugout on the third base side, and Gibbons is way ahead of Cody Bishop, 0-2. .560 on base percentage for this team in the month of August.
Wow.
That's just in another stratosphere.
I actually didn't know that. Does that lead the league?
Does. Only team on the season with an on-base percentage above 400 as a club.
Yeah. So that's, once again, props to these guys for having a good approach at the plate and, being a tough out there.
0-2 on Bishop. He's 1 for 3 with a double. He struck out a pair of times. Patel tonight goes 5 innings, allows 4 runs on 5 hits. He strikes out 6 and walks 3. Another 0-2 runner goes. The pitch is hit into shallow center. Coming on is DeAngelis. He'll make the catch. Now the throw back to first is way over the head of Brent Gillespie. So they had a chance to double him up, and the throw airmailed by DeAngelis. A little excited to try and pick up the double play there maybe. Gillespie just looked straight up and said, yeah, I have no shot at that one. So 2 out. Bishop flies to center. And that's his second game in a row we've seen a Stomper outfielder just absolutely sail the throw over the intended target. It's a good throw from DeAngelis if he were in medium center field.
If Gillespie was about 5 feet taller, we might have had him on that one.
Maybe. Here's Johnny Knight with a man at first and 2 out, and Gibbons' first pitch is fouled out of play. I think the Stompers are just lucky that stayed in the yard, and it didn't cost an extra 90 feet as it hit off that sidewall.
Absolutely, and I think as a pitcher you feel more confident when that runner isn't in scoring position as well. So Gibbons has had to fight through this inning, a couple botched plays by the infield, and he's been having to. It's always hard when you got to get more than 3 outs, and in this circumstance he's got to have to get 6.
The 0-1 pitch to Knight is taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Everybody is ready tonight with the off day yesterday and only using a couple pitchers in Vallejo the other night. If Zach Pace needed to use multiple guys out of the pen tonight, here's the 1-1, and Knight pulls it foul along the left field line. And for about the last 2 weeks, been going with a 7-man bullpen. After going for just 6 out of the pen for so long there in the month of July.
Yeah, I think we realize we have a pretty big schedule coming up in August. And like you just mentioned, playing 8 straight days in a row, that takes a toll on your pitching staff. So I think, it's good to have 7 quality arms out of the bullpen that you can turn to at any point of the game.
The 1-2 pitch tonight from Gibbons on its way, and that's popped up. Foul territory on the right side, and that will get out of play. The air opened the inning, then a strikeout. Krause hit a 2-run home run to give Salina a 6-4 lead. Then an error at short, and Bishop fly to center for the second out. These two teams that lead the league in home runs, and on not a particularly warm night tonight, the ball's just flying out of here. That Sunday game where we had 29 runs and 9 home runs, it was hot that day. The 1-2 on the ground up the middle. Romero dives, and that's into center field for a base hit. But the air a little bit thicker tonight, and on a cooler night, surprised to see 5 home runs. 6 home runs. Cosimo Canella will come to the plate. He has 1 of them. 18 Stomper home runs in the last 6 games tonight, the 6th.
Wow. And, it's always tough, too, whether you're hitting or on defense, too, when you got to get more outs and you feel like you should be out of the inning on the mound and you got to lock back in and try and get those next outs, and then you give up a home run, and you can see that frustration kind of accumulating from Gibbons here as well. And, that's a tough situation for any pitcher to try and get out of.
First pitch to Canella was high. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. The 1-0 from Gibbons. Swung on and missed 1-1. He's driven in 3. 6-4 our score in the top of the 6th inning. Williams, DeAngelis, and Kern in the stopper half of the 6th, and Gibbons trying to finish this top half. The 1-1 is high over the head of Canella, 2 balls and 1 strike. And it can't be easy to hit when they're squirting water out there beyond the center field wall either.
Yeah, I don't know if you've shared that with the viewers, but the fire department is doing testing and training behind the center field fence. We actually had this issue my first season doing this as well, so I was a little used to it the second time around. But
2-1 lined over the head of Gibbons, right to Gata at second. That ends the inning. So you have to hold that story until we come back in the bottom half. Williams, DeAngelis, and Kern coming up.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Home run. Williams, who's 1 for 2 in the game, he'll face Ben Herrick back out for his 6th inning on 89 pitches. And the Stomper offense trying to get back on track. They were rolling earlier in the game when they tied it at 4 with a pair of home runs in the 3rd inning. And it seems like the home run is the way that the Stompers have been getting on the board as of late. That's not the only way. First pitch to Williams outside with a breaking ball 1-0. But it seems like the frequent way that they've been getting on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think whether I'm in the car, whether I'm watching a little bit of television and I hear about how the game's kind of changing with the long ball and, guys not putting the ball into play, I don't necessarily think that that's the recipe for success. I think anytime you have 2 or 3 guys in the lineup that can hit a home run at any point in time, that's definitely going to help you out. But I'm still a huge advocate of, hitting the ball hard and putting it in play, moving runners over, taking the base as needed. And I think that's one of the reasons why they've been, successful this year, and props to our guys by being able to implement that and succeed with doing that.
1-2 the count on Miles Williams. He'll be followed by Rob DeAngelis and Nick Kern. But you started to tell the story about the fire department before the inning ended. They're still going, by the way.
Yeah, so the fire department, they do some testing and training during the summer, and I guess they think 7:30, 8 o'clock on a Thursday night is a good time to train and show these guys. Unfortunately, we are playing a pro baseball game, but it's just kind of one of the funny nuances of independent league baseball, and it's a good show for the fans, and it's okay, and it's fun to play through.
It's fun for us. I don't know about for Miles at the plate, though. Seems like a little distracting, but these guys are professionals. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Williams fouls it softly up the first baseline. I just don't understand how it's not distracting at the plate.
Yeah, and one of the things I think our public address announcer, Trey Dinia, said is, last year they had some flashing lights, too, that were above the oleanders out there and some of the signage as well. So this year it doesn't look like there's any flashing, hazards or beeping or no noises. So it's minimized.
Williams hits it on the ground softly to short. Artson will charge. He'll field the throw to first in time to get Williams one away. As long as you're not soaking the center fielder, I guess it's all right.
Yeah.
I guess if the wind shifted, we'd be in a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, there's no wind tonight. As Rob DeAngelis comes up, he's 0 for 2.
I should have called him up here when it was about 95 and humid to come out here, and then maybe that would have shed a little breeze on the players and the fans out here.
It would have at least, right now it's chilly and dark and 66 degrees. But like you said, maybe a Sunday afternoon game when it's 95. First pitch to DeAngelis, low with a fastball from Herrick, 1-0. Right-hander up in the Salina bullpen. And that's really been the MO, is get to the bullpen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just with Salina, but with almost everybody.
Absolutely, and Herrick's put a very good game together thus far, and he's a battler. He's going to give you everything he's got every time out there, and I think he showed that tonight with second, third time through the lineup of holding this dangerous offense to just 4 runs.
He did go 5 2/3 in his only start previously against the Stompers, allowing 6 runs, 4 earned in that start. Here's his 2-0 to DeAngelis. He takes right down the middle, strike 1. No, we've seen this lineup. All it takes is sometimes you don't even need somebody to get on base. It just takes one good swing, maybe a solo home run, and then all of a sudden the lineup is ignited. With Kern on deck, the 2-1 to DeAngelis. Swings through it. Fouls it into the glove of Kraus, 2-2. Austin Orvis, the right-hander, up in the bullpen for the Stompers. After a long 6th for Gibbons, throwing 28 pitches. The 2-2 on its way from Herrick. DeAngelis watches ball 3 off the outside corner. Sometimes all it takes is to watch somebody like DeAngelis put together a good at-bat, too.
Absolutely, and you had a good eye on that one. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes, but you had a better vision than me, and hopefully he can get on base any way possible right now.
The payoff from Herrick. Outside on the corner, and DeAngelis is down on strikes. Herrick went back to that same spot. He gets his 6th strikeout. So nobody on and 2 away, and here comes Nick Kern. DeAngelis, I'm thinking maybe on that 2-2 pitch on the corner, but called ball 3, and then he watched it would look like the same pitch for strike 3.
As the old saying goes, the pitcher gets one and the hitter gets one, and I think he kind of saw it there. Very, very similar spots in the strike zone, but probably too close to take with 2 strikes, and a good challenge pitch as well by Ben Herrick. So I think you got to tip your cap to Mr. Herrick.
1-0 on Nick Kern. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Kern. He checks and takes. They appeal. He did not go around. How about the game that Kern had the last time these 2 teams played? 5 runs batted in 1 inning for him.
Yeah, he's a guy that's really helped this offense out as of late, and Zach Pace getting him in the lineup once again here, and he's been able to contribute in a variety of ways, and that was a great game for him. And 5 RBIs at any level, let alone 1 inning, is very difficult. So that must have been a career high for him. I actually haven't got a chance to catch up with him since then. But, yeah, quite the spectacular performance by Nick Kern.
2 balls and 1 strike to count out of the windup. Ben Herrick's pitch, and Kern's late on a fastball 2-2. Just 1 walk for Herrick in the game tonight. Here's his 2-2 to Kern, and that's outside, and the count is full. This Stomper team, who offensively leads the league in walks, you don't see just 1 walk through the first 5 2/3 very often.
Yeah, and we definitely do have, I think our lineup is selective at what pitches they like to offer it. But when you have a pitcher that's throwing strikes and working ahead, they make it hard for you to be that selective and, take a lot of pitches and make you play your game. So I think, once again, props to Ben by throwing a lot of strikes and making our guys swing the bat.
Maybe even more surprising is the 1 walk does not belong to Nick Gatta.
Yeah. Who is it, Quitzer?
Correct. Gatta, who's chasing his manager, Zach Pace, for the all-time walks record. They were talking about that pregame today, actually.
And if we played an 80-game schedule, he would for sure get it.
Here's the payoff to Kern. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So we're through 6. It's the Stockade 6, the Stompers 4. We'll go to the top of the 7th, and Zane Gelfman will lead us off.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Austin Orvis, the new Stomper pitcher, in the top of the 7th inning with the Stompers trailing 6-4. He'll face the middle third of the order. This will be the 5th appearance for Orvis. No record, a 6.75 ERA. He struck out 5 in 4 innings and allowed 3 runs on 6 hits in those 4 innings. The 6'4" right-hander will face the heart of this Salina order, and his first pitch to Zane Gelfman is in for strike 1, a fastball at the belt. And we've seen both sides of Orvis this year. 1, 2, 3 innings from him, and then a couple of innings where he gets hit around a little bit.
Yeah, he's a guy that, the talent is definitely there. I think for him, he's just got to prove it to himself that he can do it on a consistent basis because he has really good stuff.
Breaking ball hit softly up the middle. Romero up the middle at short. Fields and throws Gelfman out at first, one away. Got Gelfman to roll over the breaking ball there. A nice-looking breaking ball.
And, for a guy like him, too, where, Division II national championship. He's a guy that needs to feel comfortable too, and especially after a couple quick exchanges in the American Association and Frontier League, I think he's starting to feel more comfortable and confident each day that he's in a Sonoma Stompers uniform.
Here's Omar Artson, 1 for 3 with a single. He came in the game Sunday afternoon. First pitch to Artson is a little bit inside, 1-0. Got 2 quick outs and then gave up 3 consecutive hits. Salina ended up putting up the 8th run in that top of the 9th inning. His 1-0 is fouled out of play, 1-1. (6-4), and the Stompers with 3 innings with which to work offensively, and not sure if we'll see Ben Herrick in the bottom half of this 7th with 108 pitches, but if you're Chuck Rocker, do you let him go out there and face the 8-9-1 hitters coming up as the breaking ball from Morvis is swung on and missed 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think when it comes to, I'm obviously not the field manager, but if it was my opinion, I would go off, what he's done for me lately and how is he feeling throughout the game. And if the arm's feeling good and the pitch count, it's 105, 108 or whatever, send him back out there and see how he does with the first couple batters of the inning, knowing that a lefty is also in third in the lineup.
Slow roller on the ground to third. Chris Quitzer charges, and the throw to first on the run is in time to get Artson. That's what we're used to seeing from Chris Quitzer over at third base. Nice, smooth transition on the throw on the run.
He did a really good job charging that ball, too, and getting it before it took that funky hop, as we say, and, throwing a strike to Gillespie at first.
Quickly 2 away against Orvis. And Chuck Rocker comes to the plate. 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. He did score a run in the 6th when he reached on an error. First pitch from Orvis. At the belt, and fastball for strike 1. This is what we're used to seeing from a guy like Austin Orvis. Like you said, the big body at 6'4", throws hard, getting ahead of hitters. The 0-1. Rocker squares around and takes outside, 1-1. And Rocker's a tough out no matter which way you slice it. Always a tough out against the Stompers.
Yeah, he plays hard night in and night out, and I think we saw him get brushed off, or did he actually get hit by that pitch? And got up right away and sprinted to first and stole second right after that.
1-1 down low. He was on a 2-2 pitch, and the pitch was high and in from Patel. They got him right above the letters, right below the neck. It didn't look good initially, but like you said, he got right up, sprinted down to first. Orvis's 2-1 is fouled out of play, 2-2. Just a competitor. And you have to be if you're going to be the player manager.
Absolutely, and he's showing this guy that he can compete right there with anybody else in the league. And I think he's got 29, 30 bags this season, and he's been playing very well as of late.
Orvis working from the windup with the bases empty, his 2-2. Breaking ball in the outside corner in a 1-2-3 inning for Austin Orvis. 8-9-1 for the Stompers in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by 2.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
and Social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Zach Williams, the new pitcher for Salina here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 6'3" right-hander from Placentia, California, in his 16th appearance, an ERA of 4.15 and 17 1/3. He's allowed 13 runs, 8 earned on 15 hits, 23 walks, and 18 strikeouts. So this Salina bullpen, known for the walks, and they can't afford any here in the final 3 innings of the ball game with a 6-4 lead against this team who leads the league in walks offensively. And the Stompers, you know, especially with Molinari, Romero, Gata, those guys, they'll take their walks when they're handed to them. 8-9-1 to open the bottom of the 7th inning against the new pitcher, Zach Williams. Ben Herrick goes 6 innings, throws 108 pitches, allows 4 runs on 6 hits. He strikes out 7 and just walks 1. So the walks were good for Herrick, and now he's handed it over to the bullpen, hoping that they can hold the lead.
Absolutely. No, you bring up a lot of good points there. And, you know, a guy like Molinari, Romero, and Gata, you're going to have to throw those guys strikes, or they're not going to take any pitches outside of the zone, or swing at any pitches outside the zone, excuse me. But Williams is a guy that's had some experience within this league, had pretty good numbers in the Pecos League, and he's, you know, competing night in and night out in this league this year.
First pitch to Daniel Molinari. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Molinari's 1 for 2. Hit his 2nd home run of the season back in the 3rd inning. A solo home run, and then he struck out in the game. The Stompers know what the MO is for the Salina bullpen. Make them throw you strikes. And if that means that everybody's going up there and you're tanking until you get 1, maybe even 2 strikes, that's just what's going to happen here in the final 3 innings. Molinari takes outside 2-0.
Yeah, and I think for, you know, with Zach Williams, I don't think velocity is necessarily the issue. You know, he's got plus stuff that ranks up, you know, probably 93 to 95, but, you know, it's more the control with him.
2-0 to Molinari, called a strike at the knees. 2-1 the count. Vallejo beat Napa already tonight, 11-1 the final in that game, so now Vallejo just 2.5 games back of San Rafael for 2nd place, with the Pacifics having the night off tonight, and Molinari's tied up, a half-hearted swing as he goes 3/4 of the way around, and the count's even at 2-2.
Yeah, and congratulations to both the Vallejo Admirals and Napa Silverados of promoting, you know, a couple players as of late here, a couple to the Gary Railcats for the Admirals, and a couple to Lake Erie Crushers for the Napa Silverados. So props to both those organizations.
The 2-2 from Williams to Molinari, and that's fouled out of play, straight back. Napa, they're 2 of their best pitchers, Sean Johnson and Sam Curtis, who were pitching very well here.
Yeah, and now they're teammates with, you know, former Sonoma Stomper, Dondre Hubbard. I think Curtis actually pitched last night. They threw him into the fire, and he pitched very well. And I think they're on the wrong side of a 1-0 game. But, you know, props to those guys, and hopefully they keep doing their thing out in Avon Lake.
The 2-2 to Molinari, fights off of inside fastball. Staying alive, 2-2. I believe that the Connor Leadholm promotion happened after the last time you were on the air, so I don't think you've been able to talk about that yet. The Stompers, one of the better arms out of the Stomper bullpen, the setup man, promoted earlier, or late in July, that is, as the 2-2 pitch from Williams is taken by Molinari, and the count is full.
Yeah, you know, Connor has a great mentality. I met him the first day he was here when he signed his contract, and he just had a very positive mentality from the get-go. And, you know, he had a couple affiliated teams look at him when he was pitching here, and unfortunately, they didn't end up picking him up. But just his mentality and charisma to bounce back. And he said, you know what, just because one team didn't pick me up doesn't mean that the other 29 can't. So that was just a great mentality to have and hear from one of the guys that was a good member of the organization. So wishing him nothing but the best in Sioux Falls. And, he's got good stuff, man. And we're hoping that he holds it down in Sioux Falls this year.
Molinari strikes out on a fastball from Williams to open the inning. Nobody on, one out, and Rayson Romero trying to reach tonight. He's reached in 12 straight games, 0 for 2, a ground out and a flyout. First pitch to him from Williams. He squares around and takes a 58-foot fastball in the dirt for ball 1.
And just kind of on that topic, too, it can be very discouraging as a player when a team doesn't pick you up, or, even a team in this league, if they don't pick you up, where am I going to go? Who am I going to sign with? And, it's having that positive mentality to kind of get back on the horse and keep going about your business until a team does pick you up or re-sign you and advance to where you feel like you can truly play.
The 1-0 pitch. Romero takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Lead home the 7th Stomper pitcher promoted this year.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year as far as promotions goes, and it's good to see our fan base still follow these guys once these guys take off to the next part of their career. But obviously to feature some of the highlights, Cole Watts signing with the Kansas City Royals affiliate, and Henry Omani's bounced around in the major leagues of the Mexico Pro League, so that's been very exciting. And then obviously a couple guys with the Frontier and American Association.
The 2-1 to Romero is low, ball 3. The Stompers, I believe, 8 total promotions, 7 pitchers. Dondre Hubbard, the only position player to Lake Erie.
Count Donandre Clark, too, in spring training,
there
if
you
you'd
go.
like to.
That's right. We are counting him as the 3-1 to Romero is outside, ball 4, and a 1-out walk. The second time the Stompers have walked tonight in the ballgame. Romero 1-out walk here in the 7th. That's right, so 2 position players then promoted. Nice, 7. There's 6 pitchers. That's half a rotation, or half a pitching staff.
Yeah, and it's definitely been challenging for our manager Zach Pace and myself to replenish our staff and rotation with the best available talent. But these guys, when we plug them in, it's that next man up, and these guys have been answering and the bell, as you say.
The walk puts Romero at first, and now the top of the lineup in the form of Nick Gatta. 2 for 3 with a couple of base hits in the game. He squares around and takes a first pitch strike from Zach Williams. It's just a feeling all the time that something big is going to happen when the Stompers come to the plate, no matter the score, up 5, down 5, or a 2-run game like this one in the 7th. Williams at the belt, and now Gatta calls time late and granted.
Yeah, and I know we've been giving Salina a lot of props with their bats and their at-bats as well, but, for the Sonoma Stompers, I never feel like we're out of the game, whether we're down 2 runs or 5 runs like you're talking about, because I know, the potential and the talent is there.
No 1 pitch to Gatta, fastball fouled straight back. 0-2, and you have a guy like Nick Gatta at the plate, toughest out in the league. And you have Barfield on deck, who has 15 home runs, and then Chris Quitzer, who's always a tough out, hitting above 300. Then you have Gillespie and Williams and DeAngelis. It's just top to bottom. Production from the lineup 1 through 9. Spinning a throw back to first base, and Romero's back with a head-first dive.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting here. Pitchers count 0-2 here. Usually you throw something soft or a breaking ball to see if Romero will try and capitalize on that and take off for second base here.
He leads from first with 1 out. He does go, and Gatta fouls it straight back. Romero on this season with 10 stolen bases. He's reached in 13 straight games now. And just a feeling that we'll see a throw over from Zach Williams here. It's protocol, isn't it, as a pitcher?
Yeah, if I was a pitcher, he'd probably get my lazy move right now, so I'd probably step off and lob one over.
0-2 the count on Gatta. Williams comes home, and the pitch is fouled out of play. Your C move?
Yeah. We saw a couple snap throws from Ben Herrick tonight, and they kept runners close. And I don't think we really swiped too many bags. I know Miles capitalized on a couple, but other than that, we've been pretty quiet on the bases tonight.
Yeah, 3-2 for Miles, 1 for Gata. Romero's at first. The bottom of the 7th, Stompers trail 6-4. Another 0-2 pitch. Romero bluffs the steal, and Gata takes a called strike 3. That was low to Gata, and he's punched out. 2 out.
Yeah, sometimes they call it where the ball crosses, but one did look a little low, and it'd be tough to fight that one off. But sometimes, due to the circumstances and the bluff with Romero, you got to try and fight it off if you're Gata.
You think Kraus standing up there to maybe throw Romero out got altered the view a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I don't have the greatest view up in the press box.
Right.
And, we trust the umpire's judgment and call.
So here's Barfield. He's 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. First pitch from Zach Williams on the outside corner, strike 1. So now they'll have to do it with 2 out. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Zach Williams out of the pen. Is 0-1. Barfield takes high, 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitching's been a lot better from the Stockade lately. I think that definitely led to last night. I mean, it was an offensive showdown last night, 16-8 the final. But it's been the pitching late that's kept them in ball games. Barfield takes high, 2-1. But like you even said it, they've played us, the Stompers, so tough. Even though the Stompers have a 9-2 record against them, a lot of those have come down to late innings like this one.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just versus the Stockade. Against any team, you want to try and get to that bullpen and get their starter out of the game. No different with Salina. You want to do that as well. And, Herrick did a great job tonight by making it a 9-out game for the bullpen to capitalize on.
Barfield takes a big swing and comes up empty, 2-2, with Romero at first and 2 out. Second baseman Aaron Cheeks pulled up the middle. The 2-2 runner goes. That's outside and low. The throw to second is not going to be in time. Romero has it stolen standing up. His 11th stolen base of this season. The count is full on Jacob Barfield.
Yeah, and it's good to see Ray be aggressive there because now, base hit can score him and make it a 1-run ball game. And I know he's bluffed, and at times he's gone on a foul ball earlier in this inning, so it's good to see him still be aggressive and take advantage of an opportunity there.
Barfield looking for the first Stomper hit with men in scoring position, 0 for 4 in the game. Williams looks to second, the payoff pitch. In down the right field line, that is foul. Off the bat, looked like it may sit, ended up about 5 feet foul as it sliced into foul territory off the bat of Jacob Barfield, and we'll do the 3-2 pitch over again.
I swear the right field down the line there, I swear there's a slope and it's uneven and it just trickles off out there. But no, it definitely looked like it was fair, just didn't even it out. And for a guy that usually goes to left field a lot, went with that one and did a good job of just a little opposite field hitting.
They're straight away in the outfield against Barfield. On the infield, Cheeks is pulled up the middle at second. Canella a couple extra steps off the first base line. Shortstop Artson heels on the outfield grass. It's short. Payoff pitch once again from Williams on its way, and Barfield hits a check swing number. Past the mound over to second. Cheeks will field, and he'll throw him out at first. Stompers get a base runner, don't score here in the 7th, so we'll go to the 8th. Stompers trail 6-4.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Taylor Zutenhorst leads it off for Salina in the top of the 8th inning. Stompers trails 6-4. Zutenhorst, Kraus, Sheeks 7, 8, and 9 against Austin Orvis, back out for his second inning of work out of the bullpen tonight. He starts Zutenhorst with a fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Orvis got a strikeout in the 7th, a 1-2-3 7th inning. It is 1-0 to Zutenhorst. Swung on and missed, 1-1. So Salina trying to win their second straight game. Beat the Stompers for just the 3rd time this year. Molinari sets the target. Orvis is 1-1 pitch. Down low with a fastball, 2-1. Zutenhorst, left-handed batter, 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts. The 2-1 pitch to him, he takes high. Six runs on 7 hits for the Stockade. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Stompers tonight. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, and the count is full. Count full with Nick Kraus in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch coming from Orvis. Popped up, out of play, straight back. (6-4) Salina, top of the 8th. Payoff pitch coming again from Orvis as he agrees with Molinari. The 3-2 popped out of play again. Kraus on deck. He had the big home run back in the 6th inning that put the Stockade ahead. Payoff pitch once again from Orvis. Out straight back again from Zutenhorst. So we'll have an 8th pitch coming up. Stompers are home again tomorrow at 6:05 against the Napa Silverados, and then home on Saturday night. The Stockade are back here once again before we go on the road Sunday in Vallejo to cap off the week. The 3-2 popped up. Out at short, Racing Romero calls for it, and he makes the catch. Tonight, game number 50. So just 2 weeks worth of games left after the ball game tonight. Of course, it'll span across the whole month of August. Couple of off days here and there. 1 out, Kraus stands in. First pitch out of the windup from Austin Orvis. Kraus squares around, bunts it straight down, and it got a piece of him while he was still in the box. It sits in foul territory. The count is 0-1. Nobody on, 1 out. Orvis is 6'4" right-hander. On 0-1. It's the outside corner, strike 2. Orvis way ahead of Kraus, 0-2. Base is empty. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Molinari. 1-2 strikes the count. The Stompers will have the middle part of the order. 3, 4, 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning against what looks like it's going to be Zach Williams. After he struck out a pair, walked 1 in the 7th. Orvis stares in, now kicks the 1-2. High with a fastball, 2-2. Two-run ball game. Orvis trying to keep it that way. Kraus with 4 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's popped up and out of play, straight back. Oh for 5 with men in scoring position tonight for the Stompers. That's been the biggest difference in the ball game. The 0-2 to Kraus again. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball from Austin Orvis. He has his second strikeout. 2 out here in the top of the 8th. Stompers have just walked twice offensively. Ben Herrick, who was really good for Salina tonight, 6 innings. He struck out 7. Allowed 4 runs on 6 hits. Here's Aaron Sheeks. He's 0 for 3 in the first pitch from Orvis. Inside, 1-0. Straight away on defense. The 1-0 pitch from Orvis. High and away, 2-0. Sheeks flying to center, grounded to short and reached on an error. Orvis is 2-ball, no strike pitch to Sheeks, a breaking ball inside, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. A 4-pitch walk to Aaron Sheeks. So here's Cody Bishop, the leadoff man, after the 2-out walk. First base runner to reach against Austin Orvis. We'll see him out of the stretch for the first time tonight against Bishop, who's 1 for 4. Bishop doubled in the first inning, scored to open the scoring, and that's all. He struck out twice and flied to center. From the belt, first pitch from Orvis to Bishop. Inside, ball 1 with a fastball. Bishop lefty at the plate. Sheeks takes his lead from first. Gillespie holds him on. Right-handers 1-0. Low ball 2. 6 straight balls from Austin Orvis here in the 8th after getting 2 quick outs. Molinari is going to go out and talk to him. Orvis retired 5 in a row. coming out of the bullpen before losing the command to Sheeks and now falling behind Cody Bishop, the leadoff man. 2 balls and no strikes. Visits over. Molinari back behind the plate. Orvis set at the belt. The 2-0 runner goes. Molinari throw down to second base is going to be late. Pitch was called a strike on the outside corner. The count is 2-1 on Cody Bishop as Aaron Sheeks takes second. Bishop, a slightly open stance from the left side. Orvis on 2-1. The breaking ball's low. 3 balls and 1 strike on Cody Bishop. Orvis looks in. Molinari gives him the target. On 3-1. Bishop rolls it softly up the first baseline. Gillespie over to field it. He puts the tag on Cody Bishop. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left for Salina. We go to the last of the 8th. Quitzer, Gillespie, and Williams trying to get the Stomper offense going against the Salina bullpen.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Chris Quitzer leads it off for the Stompers in the last of the 8th inning. Zach Williams struck out a pair, walked him in the 7th. He'll face Quitzer, Gillespie, and Williams. 3-4-5, the heart of the Stomper order. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Stompers 6 outs left to work with. Trailing by 2, 6-4. Quitzer 0 for 2 in the game. A couple of strikeouts. He has walked. One of the 2 Stompers to walk here tonight. First pitch to him from Zach Williams. High and away. Ball 1 with a fastball. Shortstop Omar Artson playing up the middle. Still in the shortstop side of the bag. Gelfman at third off the line in the 5-6 hole. Williams 1-0 pitch. Quitzer takes at the knees. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Quitzer with 6 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Williams works out of the stretch, his 1-1 pitch. Quitzer swings through the fastball 1-2. Left-handed hitter at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Quitzer down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. So here's Brent Gillespie. Entered the ball game having driven in a run in 12 straight games. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Trying to keep that streak alive. First pitch to him from Zach Williams. On the outside corner, 0-1. Gillespie's popped up, struck out, and flied to right. Williams on 0-1. Gillespie hits it in the air, right center field. That's hit well. On the run is Knight. He reaches up, and he can't get it. It's off the right center field wall. Gillespie cruises into second base. He has a 1-out double, and that brings the tying run to the plate. First hit of the night for Brent Gillespie, his 8th double of the season. He's now reached base in all 30 games that he's played this year, and now here comes Miles Williams. Stompers 0 for 5 with men in scoring position, and Williams, who's 1 for 3, trying to change that here in the 8th. Gillespie leads from second in a 6-4 game. Stompers trail. Williams looks out to second. Now the pitch. Miles takes a breaking ball up over the head. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Miles singled back in the 4th inning. Williams on Williams here. Zach and Miles. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Right-hander on the Hills, 1-0 pitch, and Williams hits it into left field, a base hit. Gillespie is going to be held at third. The Stompers have runners at the corners with 1 out, and Rob DeAngelis coming up. First Stomper hit with a man in scoring position tonight belongs to Miles Williams. And now DeAngelis, who's 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of the game. He's reached in 33 straight, so trying to keep that alive as well. First and third, 1 out. DeAngelis, the left-hander, at the plate. Pitching for a double play up the middle. And with Canella holding the runner on at first, a ton of room on the right side of the infield. First pitch to DeAngelis on the inside corner, called strike 1. Marshall Schills up in the Stomper bullpen. Right-hander. No balls in 1 strike on DeAngelis. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it straight back. DeAngelis in a hole, 0-2. Williams at first. He does have 2 stolen bases tonight. 6 on the season. He may take off during this at-bat to stay out of a potential double play possibility. Short lead over at first. Now DeAngelis calls time. No balls, 2 strikes. Gillespie at third. Williams at first. A strikeout opened the inning. Gillespie doubled and Williams singled to left. 0-2 the count. The pitch from Williams. In the dirt, a breaking ball. Krause blocks it out in front of home plate. The runners stay. 1-2 the count on DeAngelis. Nick Kern on deck. DeAngelis hitting at .282. He's driven in 32 on the season with 6 home runs. Gillespie leads from third, Williams from first. A 6-4 game, bottom of the 8th. D'Angela's trying to bring the Stompers closer. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Zach Williams, 2 away. And here comes Nick Kern. So it's up to Kern, and it'll take a base hit now to get the runner home from third. Kern, who's 0 for 3 in the game so far. Man at the corner is in 2 out. Williams looks to third, now the first pitch, and Kern takes high and inside, ball 1. Kern is flied to left, grounded to third, and struck out. Williams set the 1-0 pitch. At the knees, strike 1. Schill continues to throw in the pen. He'll have the 9th. Lets the Stompers take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Long pause from Williams, the 1-1 pitch to Kern. Very high, ball 2. Kern at 262. Two home runs, 12 runs batted in for Nick Kern. The DH tonight. The 2-1 on its way. Kern takes high, 3-1. Daniel Molinari in the on-deck circle. Williams looks to third. Now the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 out. And Daniel Molinari is going to hit. Quitzer struck out to open the inning. Gillespie doubled to right center. Williams singled. D'Angelo struck out for the second out, and then Nick Kern draws the walk to load the bases as Nick Krause goes out to talk to Zach Williams. Daniel Molinari was the first man that Zach Williams faced out of the bullpen. He did strike him out, but it took him 8 pitches. So Molinari saw everything that Williams had in his first at-bat. And a base hit here potentially ties the game. 6-4 Stompers trail, bottom of the 8th. Gillespie at third, Williams at second, and Kern at first base. Molinari, 1 for 3 with a solo home run. The first pitch from Williams. High and in, 1 ball and no strikes. A 2-out walk loads the bases. Williams stares in. Molinari, the right-handed hitter, at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Above the letters, ball 2. The tying run's at second. Go ahead, run at first. Williams, the ball hit to the outfield. He has enough speed to potentially score. Kern runs very well over at first. The 2-0 to Molinari. Right down the middle, strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike on Molinari. Bases loaded, 2 out. Williams trying to get out of it. Bases loaded jam in the bottom of the 8th. Krause sets the target, the 2-1 in the dirt, and Krause somehow backhands it and keeps it in front. What a play by Krause behind the plate. That saves a run. And the count moves to 3-1 on Molinari. Williams pulled the fastball low and away. Krause on the short hop, got the glove on it. 3 balls and 1 strike. Molinari ahead in the count on Zach Williams. Second baseman Sheik's playing up the middle, almost as if you're playing for a double play ball. The 3-1 from Williams. Low ball 4. No, it was called a strike. The count is full on Molinari after the very low strike call. And they can't believe it here at Palooza Park. So the runners will get a head start on 3-2. Tying runs at second. The payoff pitch is low. I promise this time. Molinari drives in the second run of the game on a walk, and it's just a 1-run game. And here comes Rayson Romero. And now here comes Taylor Zutenhorst out of the dugout. Nobody's up in the Stockade bullpen, so this meeting just informational. Gillespie scores from third to make it a 1-run game, and Molinari has driven in 2 tonight. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second. Nick Kern out there at second. And no, they will take Williams out of the ballgame, so we'll have a new pitcher to face Rayson Romero with the bases loaded and 2 out when we come back. Max Benarowski, the 6'2 right-hander, will come on, and he'll face Rayson Romero in his 21st appearance, 29 2/3, a 6.37 ERA for Benarowski. He's allowed 21 earned runs on 38 hits. He's struck out 28 and walked 26. He'll face Romero with the bases loaded and 2 out. Bottom of the 8th inning, Stompers trails 6-5. So Romero 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll face Benarowski, the right-hander. At the belt, out of the stretch, his first pitch to Romero, a fastball high above the letters. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Back-to-back walks for Kern and Molinari. A run comes in to score here in the 8th. Biderowski at the belt. His 1-0 pitch to Romero is swung on and missed, 1-1. Ryan Richardson is up and throwing in the Stomper pen now with a 1-run game. Tying run at third, that's Miles Williams. Go-ahead run at second, that is Nick Kern. Molinari's at first, 2 out. Romero, the right-handed hitter, at the plate. Here's the 1-1 from Biderowski. That's high and in. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. The inning opened with a Quincer strikeout. Gillespie doubled to right center. Williams singled to left. DeAngelis struck out for the second out, and then back-to-back walks to Nick Kern and Daniel Molinari. Drove in a run. From the stretch, Biderowski. His 2-1 pitch to Romero. Swung on and missed. A fastball on the outside corner, 2-2. Rayson Romero gets the pine tar stick from Nick Gatta, and he'll put some more tar on the bat. Trying to get a better grip against Biderowski. 2-2 is the count, with Stompers all over the bases, trailing by just 1. Top of the lineup on deck in the form of Nick Gatta. Romero, the infielder from Mililani, Hawaii, in a 2-2 count. Biderowski on to get the final out of the 8th. His 2-2 pitch to Romero is swung on and fouled straight back. The fastball letter high to Romero. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Williams stands over at third. Kern from second. Molinari at first. 2-2. Biderowski from the stretch. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that breaking ball is on the inside corner, called strike 3. Romero can't believe it, and so we will go to the 9th inning in a 1-run ball game. Stompers trail 6-5.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Marshall Schill, the new Stomper pitcher, in the top of the ninth inning in a one-run game. Stompers trail 6-5. Schill will face Knight, Cannella, and Gelfman, the 6-foot right-hander from Cottonwood, Arizona. Schill this year, no record, a 3.57 ERA. This will be the 22nd game in which he's appeared. In 22 2/3, he's struck out 24 and walked just 10, allowing just 9 earned runs on 27 hits. 2-3-4 against him. The Stompers will have the top of the lineup in the bottom of the ninth inning. And Schill trying to keep this thing a one-run game. His first pitch to Johnny Knight as Schill works from the stretch. He deals a fastball. Must have been high. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Johnny Knight is 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Couple of singles. He scored a run. Schill, the sidearm right-hander. Fastball slider in to change up the 1-0, and Knight squares around and attempts to bunt. He got a piece and fouls it straight back off of Molinari. 1 ball and 1 strike, and Gary Reichelmeyer is going to go ahead and deliver a new baseball to Marshall Schill after Molinari takes a foul ball off the body. One ball and 1 strike on Knight. Will be followed by Cannella and Gelfman, 2-3-4. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Straight up defensively. Schill from the stretch, his 1-1 pitch. Slider high and away, ball 2. Schill works from the stretch with nobody on and nobody out. His 2-ball, 1 strike pitch to Johnny Knight is well outside, ball 3. Three and 1, Knight awaits. Schill's at the belt. There's the pitch to Knight. Inside, ball 4. Here's Cosimo Cannella. Cannella 1 for 3, a 2-run home run. He's driven 3 runs in the game. Man at first, nobody out after the walk. Schill's first pitch to Cannella. Fastball at the letters for strike 1. Right-hander up in the Salina bullpen. So it'll be Bitterowski or a new right-hander. Schill spins and throws to first. Not in time. Cannella, Gelfman to follow, and then Artson. Schill a long pause, now the 0-1. Slider on the outside corner, 0-2. Schill way ahead. He can go back to that slider here to Cannella, the frisbee-like slider with the sidearm angle. Moves a ton. The 0-2. Slider popped up. Back behind first. Gillespie's on the run. Got to the second baseman over into foul territory. And Gata makes the call. And he'll make the catch in foul territory for the first out. One away. Here's Zane Gelfman. Gelfman 1 for 3 in the game, a solo home run back in the first inning. He's walked, struck out, grounded out. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Knight over at first, 1 out. Schill's first pitch. Slider high, ball 1. Marshall Schill, the 24-year-old out of Lindenwood University. His 1-0 pitch. Gelfman takes on the outside corner a two-seam fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1. Stockade trying to win their second game in a row tonight. Lead it by 1 in the ninth. Schill's 1-1, instead time called. Gelfman calling time at the plate. One ball, one strike. Man at first, one out. Schill set at the belt. His 1-1 pitch. Outside 2-1. Two balls, one strike on Gelfman. Omar Artson's on deck. Schill from the stretch with a man at first. The 2-1 pitch. The slider on the inside corner. 2-2. It's a one-run game, 6-5. Top of the Stomper order in the last of the ninth. Schill set his 2-2 pitch, instead a throw over to first. Schill looks in, peeks over the shoulder to first. Now set. On 2-2, Gelfman fouls it out of play. Still 2-2 on Gelfman, just one hit in the game, a solo home run. Knight walked to open the inning. Canella popped up to Nick Gatta in foul territory along the right field line. Here's the 2-2 pitch again, and Gelfman reaches for a slider and somehow gets a piece. Sixth pitch of the at-bat to Zane Gelfman. Schill pitching for a ground ball here with a man at first and one out. Schill at the belt. His 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Gelfman. A slider swung on and missed. First strikeout for Marshall Schill, and 2 away here in the top of the ninth. Here's the shortstop, Omar Artson. He's 1 for 4. A base hit for him back in the first inning. Schilling out away from getting us to the bottom of the ninth inning in a one-run game. He throws to first. Artson singled, reached on the fielder's choice, grounded to the left side twice. Gatta's up the middle at second. First pitch to Artson, a 2-seam fastball at the belt for strike 1. So ball's in 1 strike, Barfield's in left, DeAngelis in center, Williams in right, all straight away. The 0-1 pitch. Slider on the inside corner, nothing in 2. Schill way ahead, nothing in 2. Went with a front door slider for strike 2 on Artson. Started over the middle of the plate, work it away here. Good swing and miss pitch. The slider from Marshall Schill, his 0-2. Does that. He goes away with the slider and misses. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Knight leads from first, 2 out. The 1-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Top of the lineup for the Stompers in the bottom of the 9th inning. Got a Barfield Quitzer, who's going to be the hero, trailing by 1.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Nick Gatta, Jacob Barfield, Chris Quitzer here in the bottom of the 9th inning against right-hander Max Bidorowski. He works from the stretch, and his first pitch to Nick Gatta. He deals in a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Bidorowski came in, the bases loaded, 2 out in the 8th, and he got Rayson Romero looking on a breaking ball to end the inning. 6-5, Stompers trail by 1. The 0-1 pitch to Gatta is inside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gatta's 2 for 4 tonight, a couple of hits. He's scored once. The top of the lineup against Max Bidorowski. One ball, 1 strike. Bidorowski out of the stretch. He's set at the belt. The pitch to Gatta. Checks his swing and takes a called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Gatta turns around and says at the outside edge, and Reichelmeyer says yes. One and two, Gatta, the left-handed hitter, at the plate to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. He takes inside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Barfield waits on deck. The pitch from Bidorowski to Gatta. Sprayed foul down the left field line, and the count remains 2-2. Tying run at the plate. Gatta with 4 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Trying to reach for Barfield. from the stretch with a 2-2 pitch. Gotta fights off a fastball and stays alive again. Straight away defensively against Gata, the left-handed hitter. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that breaking ball misses outside, and the count is full. Barfield on deck with the 2 home runs. The payoff pitch from Biderowski to Gata on the ground is short. Sheeks fields his throw to first. In time to get Gata. Bang, bang play at first for out number 1. Tying run still coming to the plate. Jacob Barfield. 2 for 4, 2 home runs. He's popped up and grounded out. So here's Barfield. Base is empty, 1 out in a 6-5 game in the 9th. Kraus sends the target. Biderowski's first pitch to Barfield. Swings and fouls it into the glove of Kraus. 0-1. 15 home runs, 31 runs batted in for Barfield. Stockade trying to win their 2nd straight game. The 0-1. Barfield takes a breaking ball, strike 2. Biderowski way ahead of Barfield, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses high and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quitzer on deck. Barfield readjusts the batting gloves, now stands in. Slightly open stance, right-handed hitter. Now he calls time. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. The pitch from Biderowski. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2 on Barfield. Sheeks up toward the middle at second base. Biderowski's 2-2. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Trying to get on against Biderowski. He's retired the only 2 men he's faced, a strikeout and a ground out. Still 2-2 on Jacob Barfield. Kraus sets the target. Biderowski fires, and that miss is low, and the count is full. Quitzer in the on-deck circle. Gillespie in the hole. Three and two. Barfield stands back in the right-handed batter's box. Payoff pitch on its way from Biderowski, and Jacob Barfield takes on the outside corner, a called strike 3. Now pleading his case to Gary Reinkelmeyer. So the Stompers down to their final out tonight. And now it's up to Chris Quitzer. Still represents the tying run coming up. 0 for 3 in the game with 3 strikeouts and a walk. But it only takes one. Quincer, the left-hander, 6 homers, 37 driven in. He's the last chance for the Stompers tonight. First pitch to him. On the inside corner, strike one. Quincer back in the box, behind the count, 0-1. Out of the stretch, Biderowski's pitch, and Quincer fouls it away, and now the Stompers down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on and 2 out. The pitch from Biderowski. High and away with a fastball, ball 1. One and 2. Gillespie in the on-deck circle. Now Quincer steps out, and he'll readjust the batting gloves. 1 and 2. The pitch to Quincer. Broken bat, grounder on the ground is second. Sheeks has it. He'll fire to first, and that ends the ball game. Final line score here tonight. Salina 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They leave 8. Stompers 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They strand 7. Hare gets the win. He's 2 and 4. Gibbons against the last. He is 2 and 3. Biderowski gets the save. That is his second. Final time of tonight's ball game. 3 hours, 45 minutes. The Stompers fall to 36 and 14. Salina wins their second straight. They're 11 and 40. And the Pacific Association lead for the Stompers falls to 7.5 games, with San Rafael having the night off here tonight. We're back home tomorrow night. 6:05 first pitch against the Napa Silverados. We will see you then. Stompers drop this one tonight. A final of 6-5 for everybody with Sonoma TV and everybody with the Stompers. I'm Forrest Hunt saying so long, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a very pleasant, good rest of your night. 6:05 first pitch tomorrow, right here against the Napa Silverados.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses of Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.